How we doing, everybody? Dami Gunrichi here. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? If you don't know that, that's our boy Parlay Teece, how we started every show. And that's what this show is about today. It's a special occasion. We're going to talk about a special friend, a special teammate, a special brother mostly. And just to remember our friend Teece, listen, it's been a rough couple weeks for all of us, but tonight's all about celebrating him and remembering all the good and funny times and great times that we had together. It's fitting for me that we start this on a Friday night. When I first started doing shows, it was on Who Banging, and it was on a show they used to start on Friday night called the Friday Night Lounge. And my first show that I was on was Parlay Teece was on, Ski Prophet was on, and it was, of course, it was Wham, DJ, and Big Ragu who started the lounge at the time. And little by little, we started getting friendly. We were both from the East Coast, so we had a couple things in common. And little by little, we got close. Teece was the guy I shared a couple rooms with a couple times, so we had some deep conversations at time. A couple good yelling matches. But that was Teece, man. He was, a straight up guy, regular guy. He spoke his mind, the same way I did. And a funny thing I always remember about him, me and him were in Atlantic City. We went to see I guess it was 2 years ago, not last season, the season before, the Dallas Philly game. As we all know, what a big fan Teece was of the Eagles, and what a hater he was of the Cowboys. But we met at the Hard Rock, and that night about 2 in the morning, we were arguing about something, and I just started yelling at him, and he started just laughing in the middle of me yelling. I'm like, "Why are you yelling?" He goes, "Because you're calling me Tom, and only my father calls me Tom." So it always struck me funny. For those of you who don't know, his name actually was Tom Collins, and he was just somebody that meant a lot to us, meant a lot to everybody, not just Who Banging, a lot to just the low bag community in general. The guys, everywhere. Teece touched a lot of hearts, and that's what tonight's about. And we're going to bring in a bunch of special friends. I'm so happy that they're here. I'm so happy you guys are in the chat. It does my heart good. So let me bring in DJ Big Boss. DJ, how you doing, buddy?
What up, Dow? I'm glad to be here today, Don Ricci, man. What a celebration at such a bad moment, but we're gonna celebrate through this one, man. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna crack some joke. We're gonna keep the energy live because that's how Teece would want it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how my man Teece would want it. Me myself, I don't know. Teece been on my back today, man. It been starting since last night. I've been having all kinds of mishaps, running late, doing the rock star life like Teece used to do, man. He used to call me and say, "Hey, boss, hey man, can you set my show up, man? I'm headed to put a bet in. I'll be back in time for the show." So I've been teaching today, man. So it feels great, man. It feels great to show. We got a bunch of people in the chat already. A lot of people showing love to my guy, and that's what we about tonight, man. Because as low baggers, as this community of sports cappers, we gotta stick together. And it's times like this that we all got to come together. It's nothing like the support of our fellow brothers. It's just amazing. Some of the people that's reached out that want to come in for my man Teece and say a few things, some experience, and we got it all lined up, man. And we did it rock star style, like my man Teece. We just gonna go at it, man. One by one, we just gonna jump in there, go at it. So we got a bunch of guests lined up. They're gonna come in and say they bits and pieces about their experiences with our guy Teece. You're welcome to put all your love in the chat. We're gonna put those up. I want the chat just to go crazy, man. Just RIP Teece. You know what I'm saying? CIP, Capper in peace. Put it together how you like, man. But we are definitely uplifting my brother's name today. So we got people lined up and waiting. So I don't want to hold everybody up. I got a few stories to tell. I got a few videos lined up. And
good.
We're going to lock it in. Before we bring on our next guest, though, let me just run one little power shot for my guy Teece. Now, this was a funny thing right here. Like, I was, for the team, I was putting together animated logos and stuff like that. And somehow the guy I was dealing with, he kept sending me back Teece, just to show me it was Teece animated logos, and they didn't have the watermark on nothing, so I hadn't paid for them or nothing. It wasn't final, so I ended up getting a bunch of Teece, what you call them, and I'm gonna play one of my favorite ones right here. This is one I put a little extra on it right here.
I like that other one also. That you had two of those, right? I like that other one
Yeah,
too.
yeah, boy. So we're gonna bring in our first guest, my man Jimmy the Bag. What up,
Jimmy,
Jimmy? How
Jim,
you
Jim, Jim,
feeling
Jimmy.
today?
What up, fellas? You know what? This night was kind of. It's so important that we're here and that we're talking about peace, and uh, it was hanging over all of us here. Uh, One thing I knew about today was we were going to make a lot of money. I know that in the last couple weeks, Dommy Gun has been destroying baseball, and he says that Teece is a part of it.
Right here,
It's
right on my shoulder, baby.
yeah, I can't believe we're here. It'll bring some finality to it all. Teece loved all of us. I mean, this was a guy who unconditionally loved us all, cared about us all, wanted us to succeed, wanted to make sure that we had eaten, wanted to make sure we were feeling good. He just cared about us so much. I love seeing all the names here in the chat. Teece bought me this hat, San Antonio
Wow.
Missions hat. Bought me this hat when we were in San Antonio together. And I know a lot of you guys got multiple times to roll with Teece. It was that trip in San Antonio, with his bandana and sunglasses and hooker. It was those times. My God, this guy was so magical and full of life, and he just cared about us. He just cared about us. And I don't know really of anybody else that we have run with that unconditionally loved everyone. I really don't. And I'm not saying anything negative about any of
No,
us, but
no, you're right.
I don't know anyone who
Yeah,
he never said a negative thing or a bad thing about any of us ever. Even people that he might not have liked, I wouldn't know because he never said anything negative about any of us. So we lost one of our best guys, and the only way we can move forward in a matter that we can be comfortable with is if we talk about him all the time. Talk about him all the time, and um, tonight is just for us to heal because a lot of people were looking for him, they couldn't find him, and then when you find him, it's not what you were looking for, and I'm just thankful to be here. I'd like to sit here all night. Don't ever boot me.
yeah.
I'd like to sit here all night with everybody. So please, if there's
I know.
room, let me
Let, let,
stay.
let me bring in another guest because a lot of
Let
our
me do
guys.
one thing. Let me do one thing
Go
here.
for it.
I'm gonna be drinking. That's how I handle shit. I'm be drinking,
I'm
and
smoking.
I just want to get this first toast here to my man Parlay Teece. Uh, I need to have more. I need to be more like these. I need that unconditional love he had for everybody. That the cup was always half full. There was always hope. There was always excitement. There was always tomorrow if today wasn't great. And I need to be more like Teece. So
There we go.
you'll never be forgotten. We'll talk about you all the time, and all these special cappers here in the chat for you. And I hope that we can do this every year. There's things that we're talking about, like a bursary, like a encouragement fund that we could give to young cappers. We've already started raising money, and we need to do this every year. This isn't a one-off. We need to talk about Teece all the time, not just tonight. And gone but not forgotten.
Gone but not for that. Everybody, I know y'all in the chat, man, with drinks. Take a shot for my man Cheese. We're gonna take plenty of shots tonight. But I got to bring the next guest in. It's actually very pertinent to what we do right here. This is a person that is like he leads us all in all that we do. So I got to get my guy in here ASAP. And time is money, and this guy, his time is very expensive. But I got to bring my man, the one and only Peter Loshak, in the building. What up,
Oh
Pete?
shit! Oh man, it's so great to see you, Dom Ricci. What's
Hey,
going
Pete.
on,
Thanks for
man?
coming in.
Oh man, Dom Ricci, let's go to dinner sometime. And DJ Big Boss, let's go to dinner
Yes.
sometime when you come to New York. Do you ever get to New York?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get out there
I'm
for
trying to get them. I'm trying to get them
Atlantic
here,
City
Pete.
trip. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to Atlantic City soon.
All right. Well, we'll try to. I'll see if I have any place where we can put you up or whatever. Some friends who have an extra room. I don't know exactly, but yeah, come out to New York sometime as soon as you can. It'll be fun. This is just so freaking sad. It is just kind of weird how we start to like appreciate what we have in life when some tragedy happens. But that's just the way the brain is, you know. When you don't have something bad happen, sometimes you can take stuff for granted. But it's just, man, I was so shocked when I heard that that Teece passed, and I really don't have anything to say. He was just a great guy, and it was so great to hear from him every basketball season. He's one of those guys who would get excited about a pick and be like, I just want to make sure you got this, Loshak. And he would send me his picks all the time, and the stars and everything, and without me asking. He was just a great, positive guy, always in a good mood. I don't know what to say. It's really just a tragedy.
Yeah, it is a tragedy, man. But it's life, and
Yeah.
after digesting, if you look at the big picture of what we do as cappers, here and there, we got a lifetime of capping together with all of us, and we've seen some of our guys in the past. Rest in peace to Vegas Gun. We seen some of our guys with brand new kids, additions to their families.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's just a part of it at this point. And I want to make sure that every time, I would do the same thing for each and every one of y'all every single time, because it matters, because as a capper, your family, your friends, your spouse, or whatever, they may not be 100% into what you're doing, but all these guys that follow us, that get in the chat, that get on the shows, they're into it. And those are my brothers. Those are my capping brothers. And we lost a really strong one. And, it hurt. It hurt because he was a friend. He not only was he a fellow capper, but he was a friend. You know what I'm saying? So it hurts. But I got to bring our next guy in because I don't know. I'll tell a little bit of the story, but it's not about the story. But my guy Teece kind of went missing for a little while, and because he was a part of so many communities after so long, people started searching everywhere and trying to figure out his real name and all that kind of stuff. And it was brought to my attention that this guy right here, he got the job done and solved the puzzle for us. And I'm happy. It was a while. Peace passed April 28th. It's been a while, so we couldn't let that go on any further. And our guy, Picks from Dave, is responsible for putting it together. Our USC graduate right here. You know what I'm saying? Got it done, man. So I appreciate you, Dave. It was a surprising call, news I probably didn't want to hear, but I had to hear it because I had to know my guy wasn't there. I was still texting Teece. I had seen some people make comments on shows he did and all kinds of stuff. I was still texting with no reply. My man Dom Ricci was contacting his daughter, everything with no reply. And my man Big Dave came through with the goods. Dave, how you feeling today, Dave?
Well, obviously we're sad. That's kind of past because we've had enough time to kind of, chew it and swallow it and let it digest, for lack of a better analogy. But I and this is the thing. Like I'm newer to the group. I knew Teece for about 2 years, but he made a big impact on me, and no one really knew because I did his show a couple times. He came on mine. We shared the screen on Who Bangin' and PSR a couple times, but really, we grew into sort of a texting and calling almost every day during basketball season, not just about bets, but other things. And I think for me, why he's made such a big impact, and I love that Jimmy said that we should do this all the time, because Teece is one of the guys we should, and for a lot of reasons, but probably there are two to me. And one is that, a lot of us, we bet sports, right? We like sports, and some of us played sports, some of us watch sports, but fewer of us are real gamblers, something you're born with, I think. Teece was a real gambler, and I don't know really. I was trying to think of how I would describe it. There are a couple different ways without making anyone feel like I'm pointing the finger at someone. I'm just going to say this: you know it when you know it. And two gamblers have an affinity towards each other. And it's because of the lifestyle you lead. It's not just about winning a bet or losing a bet. Really, a gambler's life's up and down, and it's how they make decisions and how they think. And Teece was that guy. And if you knew Teece on any level, you guys know him way more than me, but I knew him enough to know that's how his life was. And we gravitated towards each other. So we need to keep real gamblers in mind, and with all the BS that we see out there. He wasn't that, and that leads into the second thing, and then I'll be done. He's real. A lot of people like to throw out the word real, like real ones and all that, right? Well, usually I question the guys that say that anyways, but he was real. He didn't, he wasn't a guy on a burner. He wasn't a guy that needed that. He'd come and he'd tell you to your face, and he'd tell you what he's saying, and he was who he was. He didn't act a certain way. He'd tell you to fuck off if you deserved it. This was Teece, and this is why I grew so close to him so fast. And I'm sad, but I'm happy to have met him, and we really should memorialize him because there are few Teeces out there.
Absolutely, man. I would say if you never, adversity is everything to me. So if you've never been on the other side of a Teece bet and had to go in the chat and go back and forth with Teece or over the phone or something like that, he's.
You knew how much money he had on it, and you were sweating for him, and you knew what it meant, and all. Yeah.
He would straight call me and say, "Hey, boss, I'm not on Notre Dame today. Your guy's going down." So I was like, "Come on, Teece, don't ruin my thing." And he had a big one with his Eagles. And in case you guys don't know, he was a big Philly fan. The Phillies, the Eagles, the Sixers, you name it, he was into it 100%. After looking over some of his stuff in his obituary, somebody even mentioned like he loved the sports in Philly so much that he went and played like a girl sport and went all the way down to everything.
Yeah, high school or something.
Let me bring in one more person, and I'm gonna drop out for a second. And this guy is important to me because this is how we connected with my man Ix Snizzle is messing around with Teece, and him going on their show and stuff like that, and came back like, man, we got to get these guys on the team. So big shout out to my man Ix. What up, Ix? How you feeling today?
Oh man, you know what it is, man. It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet because it's a beautiful thing that we're all here together, and that's what it's all really about. But man, normally I'm not one that is in a loss for words.
I'll attest to that.
But man, so let's crack a cold one.
There you go.
You got something to smoke. If you got both, this is what I like to do. I call it the tradition. We take time out of our day to sit there and remember the people that we love, that can't be with us no more. So I'm gonna hit this weed. Yeah. I'm gonna chug some of this drink, and then we're just gonna stop and just give a moment of silence. And much love to y'all.
Shout out to all our friends who are still with us. Try to appreciate it, while they're there.
There's Ski. There's Dabby. All right. Let's see.
But yeah, man, Teece,
right.
Wow. There's gonna be a lot of good memories shared and whatnot. And everyone's kind of touched on some stuff. Well, I'll tell you about the first time that I actually got to meet Teece, and it was Pubapalooza 1 down in San Antonio. And so it was his birthday. Jose's mom made some titties for him, a titty cake. and I get down there having my fun, doing my thing, shotgun a beer and pour the rest out on the titty cake. And then Teece got to see all that, and he was just like shaking his head like, man, Cleveland, you're wild as fuck. That was the start of our in-person relationship. And ever since then, he really kind of took myself and Jimmy Gomez under his wing, and really cared about all this more than just the sports and whatnot. We can go on and on about the sports stuff, but like, just looking back through messages once I found out all this,
456.
it was pretty rough. Just seeing like how many times he reached out on Christmas. Merry Christmas, Higgs. Hope you and the fam and the kids are doing great. Just his love for his daughter. Everything he did was for his daughter. And that was very admirable to me. And those are the kind of people I like to associate myself with in life as I get older and whatnot. Obviously we got a very special group in what we do with the sports, but man, you get top notch guys like that all around that really care about their family first and do everything for their family, and that was Teece, and still is. He's gonna live through us, and we're gonna celebrate life together, in his life tonight, and not just tonight, forever. So cheers to y'all. Love you guys. You know what it is. Much love.
All right, let me bring in our boy Dabby Cab. Is there? He
Right.
is in the
I'll
bottom.
be right
there.
back. I'm just gonna go get
All right, Pete.
some whiskey. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay,
I'm going
Pete.
to get
All right,
some. Okay,
we'll
I'll
get
be
you
right
back in. How you doing, Dabby? Come on in.
Man,
Good to see you,
know,
brother. Thanks for joining.
I had to throw these these shades on. I don't want to be the first one to come up here tearing up and shit. But like, yeah, I'm struggling right now, man. I was like Dave. I talked to Teece. Man, he called me going to the casino at 2:00 in the morning to get his bets in. I mean, just constantly rolling. But the reason I'm choked up right now is because one thing I want to share is he always told me how important my daughters were and to hold on to my daughters and to love them and how fast time was going to go. I just celebrated my little girl's 7-year-old birthday. And, he told me that back when she was, about to turn 5. And just thinking about the amount of time that's passed since then, if there's one thing I just want to convey that somehow gets out there, Teece loved his daughter more than anything in the world. Anything in the world. And he told me that so many times through just telling me to care about my kids. So I just wanted to share that and
No,
take a fat
that's so
dab real
true.
quick.
Listen, we all know that, and there's no shame in shedding some tears. I shed many, as I'm sure so did a few other people. It took me a little struggle to get through the opening. Listen, that's how much he meant to us, man. It's like you say, it's a tough thing to deal with, but those words he told you are something you could keep with you for the rest of your life. Because as you know, we know a lot of us are parents that that's where it's at, and that he felt that way, because not everybody is a good a good father in this world. We know that, but he was definitely a role model when it came to that kind of thing. Let me bring in our boy Ski. Also, I think we have room for 6. How you doing, Ski? Thanks for coming in, man. I was saying at the beginning that my first show was on the Friday Night Lounge, and it was Doc and DJ and Wham, and then I came in, and then you came in, and then Teece came in. I'll always remember that. It must be maybe 218, 219. I'm not really sure how long ago. I forgot the ex-DJ. 5-6 years ago? It was probably 2 years or so after we started the whole low bag thing, and I believe we were still with SBR at that time. But anyway, how you doing, Ski?
I'm okay. I wish I could be back with everybody on better terms, but just like everybody said a lot of good things about Teece. Like you said, we've known each other for a very long time, and just have a whole lot of memories with him. A lot of good ones. I can respect the kind of person he is, why he did what he's doing, who he was doing it for. Like you guys said, his daughter, and he's just a real stand-up guy. Like Teece, we've hung out in Florida. He's been in my house. He's been where I'm at right now. Like, I'm laughing because, I'm late to this thing because I'm over here drinking and betting. But I remember being here at Westgate when I first started drinking, because I didn't used to drink before I moved to Vegas. And Teece, he was out here hanging with me when I was still sloppy drunk, and he's just making fun of me and just having a good time poking at me. And I don't know, I got so many good times with Teece, man. He would always reach out to me and send me bets that he thought were going to win because he cares about making our life better. If I had a bet, he would ask me if I had a bet because he's betting for a reason, and I would share whatever I got with him. So I just really love Teece, man. He had a big impact on me. He was a really great person, and I'm glad that we can get together for him.
Hey,
Hey,
Ski.
I got something to say about that though. I don't want to cut you off, but I got something to say about that, Ski. So I don't know if you know, but Teece really cherished the relationship that you and him had.
Exactly what I was going to say, Big Boss.
When it came down to WNBA, I would get calls from
Yeah.
Teece, and Teece would be saying, yeah, man. And I mean, you was doing whatever you was doing, but Teece was worried, like, man, I'm on the other side of Ski, man. I know I don't want Ski to have to take it, but you know what I'm saying? I like this side, and then for a while, you're a busy man, and sometimes you're not able to respond. And I guess at one point in time you didn't get back with him, and he was like, boss, man, I think Ski's mad at me, man. I think Ski's mad at me. And I'm like,
Never.
nah, it ain't like that, man. But he loved my man Ski so much, bro, that when he got, his second year of his WNBA show, he had some hats and stuff, man. I mean, he didn't even care about the money. Like the hats were pretty priced. He wanted them embroidered with, we got necks on them and all that. And he wanted to make sure that Ski got the same thing. So I had sent Ski out a package from Teece with we got necks, hat, and shirts and all kinds of stuff from Teece, man, and he really meant that, man. So I don't know if you know Ski, but Teece, man, he really not only he respected you, and he adored y'all relationship, and it was crazy how many people my man Teece used to be dealing with, that get personal calls and everything from Teece, not just me, you know what I'm saying? And I was in charge of his show and all kinds of stuff at times. But yeah, man, I just wanted you to know that because he's not here to say it, but I'll say it for him that he really valued you guys' relationship, man.
Well,
Hey,
I just say I really
that's
appreciate that. I value him 100%, and I'm kind of disappointed that I'm not every Friday on my show that I do, I wear the hat that you just talked about that T sent me, and I got a picture of Teece in my background on the wall, and it really meant a lot to me that he sent that to me too. And I just like you said, I meant a lot to him. He meant a lot to me. And what you talked about with WNBA, I gotta share this because he don't want me to lose money. But he, like you said, he damn sure let me know when he's on the other side. And he said, Ski, you getting this one, bro. He would hit me up every time, like, I don't know, Ski. You might want to
Yeah,
buy
and
out.
he should be serious about it. Like it meant that, like, stop everything you're doing. Don't do that, Ski. I'm telling you this why.
He
And
would
so
win.
and so
He
and
would
so.
win.
Yeah.
He was a ball buster, that's for sure, too. And he will bust your balls, and he would like when you busted his balls back. Like if you didn't, y'all weren't friends like that. Like he wanted you to fucking give it right back to him. He'd always be talking shit about my Browns. Like, yeah, they're doo-doo. He just wanted to get me riled up just so I could fucking be like, man, fuck you, Teece. He'd be like, yeah, there's my guy.
I can't tell you how many times, like, he would talk shit to me and I'd be doing something so I wouldn't answer for a little bit, just fun shit. And then after a little bit, he'd be like, Cab, I'm joking. I'm like, Teece, chill out, man. You're not offending me. It's cool. But what Big Boss said, Ski, other than his daughter, the person Teece talked about the most when I talked to him was you, my guy.
Yo,
It's crazy to hear that.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but just like when you go to all type of passing services and stuff, we gotta keep it going. I got a bunch of people that want to come in and share their stuff. So
I'm gonna bounce off.
Anybody, I don't want to do more than 6 people. If just one person bounce out, then I'll bring somebody else in.
I'm gonna bounce off. Thanks for having me, guys. R.I.P. Teece. Have a good night.
Dave.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate all you do, Dave. Hey, make sure y'all go follow my man Pitch from Dave, man. Don't forget about that though, too. But let me bring in somebody else, man. Here we go. Here, this is an interesting one. When T started his when he started his WNBA thing, and actually doing the show, and he was going to have guests and all this kind of stuff. One of the first persons that he reached out to was Mikey Hove. I'm not sure. Mikey Hove's not around like he used to be, but he reached for Mikey Hove, and Mikey Hove is a part of these guys established right here. My man Marley Betts from Brothers and Betts That's where Mikey Ho came from. I had a little clip right here of this is Teece. Just for y'all out there, give y'all a little something to watch. This is Teece's first show, a WNBA. I think this was in 2022. This is when we said, all right, Teece, you got it all together. Let's go. You on your own. The show wasn't even called We Got Next Now. Check this out.
Let's see here. Give me a sec. There we go. I'm frozen. What's up, y'all? This is Teece. I'm here with my guy Mikey Hova from Brothers and Bets, the myth, the legend, the excellent WNBA capper. You know, I don't know too many that can top him. So we're gonna be going live. This is our first show. Going forward, we'll probably be on Pub Sports, but for today, just to work out the kinks, we're going with my guy DJ Big Boss and who banging. It's been there for me, and so let's get started at breaking down these games. I'm trying to see if we got anybody here in the chat and stuff. Give me a second. Do we got anybody in the chat?
That was my man Skeesh, man. My man Marley. So Marley, man, tell us how y'all put that together, man. Because
let me tell that quick story real quick, man. R.I.P. Teece, man. I didn't have a long time to get to know Teece, but in the short, you know, I probably knew him about two or 3 years. In the short time I did get to know him, man, Teece was not only a hell of a capper, but an even better person. You know what I mean? But you know how we got that started was Teece hit me up one day. You know, I was making a round. I think I was still kind of new to the community as far as doing the videos. I knew everybody from the chats and being in the group, but I wasn't actually doing our shows quite as much. And so I met Teece through one of you guys doing the show, and he hit me up one day and he was like, "Man, you know, I want to do a WNBA show. You're a good capper, you know, blase, blase, blah." And I was like, you know, Teece, I'm not gonna lie to you, WNBA is not really my thing, but I got a guy, one of the guys I'm real cool with, and he loves WNBA. So I put us on a 3-way call and let them exchange numbers and stuff. And then from there, man, Teece and Mikey Hova put it together. And he told me to tell y'all what's up. He said he couldn't be here. He wants to do another little memorial thing. You know, he honestly, in actuality, man, he was taking it a little rough. He called me today and was like, you know, man, I'm sorry I can't be there. I'm kind of taking it a little hard, but he told me to tell all you guys what's up. Him and Teece kind of got real cool during that WNBA season when they first started. So shout out to Mikey. He told me to tell y'all what's up, and RIP to Teece. But that's how it took place. Teece just hit me up out the blue. I didn't even know who he was. I didn't have his number. I don't know how he got my number, honestly. He might have hit me up on Twitter. I couldn't even tell you, to be 100% honest. But
Boss gave him your number, bro. That's what happened.
I can't really remember. I know I didn't give it to him, but he called me out the blue. We just started chopping it up, man, and he wanted to do a show. And I hooked him up with Mikey because I know they're both passionate about WNBA, man. And I showed, hey, we have to find out this way, but man, taking a shot for Teece real quick.
Take a shot, man. Everybody in the chat. What's up, Jimmy? Grab that bottle again. It's time to take another shot. Before we take another shot, let me play another one of my animated logos for my guy Teece, man. He loved these damn things too, because they was pretty nice though. Take a shot. Oh shit. I guess it's not. Yeah, man.
You said that shit hard as hell.
Another shot for my man Teece. You know, I'm a little slightly inebriated, man, and in a good way, because I didn't want to get sad with this whole thing because he meant a lot to me. So you know, I'm trying to keep it going, man, for real. But let me bring in somebody else, and this is one of I would consider one of our younger cappers right here that's a little more new to the game. And if y'all don't know about Teece, let me tell y'all, Teece, I used to always call him a rock star. Teece could text me at 11 o'clock at night here, and I know it's like 2 or 3 in the morning where he's at, and he's up like, "Hey man, meet me on StreamYard. We need to talk." So I'm like, "Teece, what are you doing up at 12:30? Let alone calling me over here." So he did a lot of late night stuff, and this guy right here probably ran into Teece on the late night. And that's my guy Dylan. What up, Dylan? How you
What up?
feeling?
What's going on tonight,
All
guys?
the way from Canada.
Yo.
What up, bro?
Got my
What's up?
fucking bucket hat on tonight. Remember the first time I met Teece, he was wearing a bucket hat. And we all started bugging him about it, and he never really wore one again after on a live stream. But no, man, we also fucking we were backstage. He had a like real nice day, and he's like, "I need a good bet for the UFC. I need a big one." We were on fucking Sean O'Malley at UFC 292. We gave him that bet, and all of us were on it. We fucking cashed up so fucking big that night between all of us. It's fucking real good night we had with Teece that night.
That's what's up, man. So you wanted a newer capper. So when you first discovered Teece, was it in the chat or was it at that exact moment you were saying right there?
I mean, I just discovered him through Who Bangin' and started watching his WNBA show and followed him on Twitter.
That's what's up, man. So that's showing you right there. That's a new generation of Teece, because we go back with Teece like 6-7 years, and my man Dylan maybe not so much. My man X is in the house. He got a couple more things he want to say before he bounce out of here, because I got 2 more guests bringing on, and we still got my man Jimmy in there and everything. I want to accommodate everybody, but at the same time, I don't want to overdo it, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Can I just say one quick important thing just for about 15 seconds?
Go for
Yeah,
it.
go ahead, Pete.
I'm taking first half over in LA Phoenix. I got 82 at Caesars. Now that's an off-market line. This is important. I just had to say, I wouldn't like cut the flow if it wasn't important. This is important. So if you got Caesars, hit the 82 over at -110. If you if you have something else like Bet Online, the lines are all higher. But just want to say it. And I know Teece would have wanted me to say that and do that and cut in right there. So that's what we're on.
100%.
LA Phoenix first half over 82 -110.
That's what I'm
Current line,
talking about,
Caesars,
Pete.
baby.
That's what I'm talking about, Pete. Y'all heard that from Pete. So go do it right now. Like, I'm gonna do it right now too. But yeah, go for it, Iggs. Let them know your
I
story.
mean, it just ties right in with that. I mean, come on now. Like you guys were touching on, we got our little group chat we do and whatnot. We would all, I would wake up to 35 fucking texts, and it's all from Teece. Yeah, he would be grinding 3, 4, 5 a.m. sending you messages. Like, yo, hop on this. Here's my card. So he was always business first, always fiery, trying to push us to the next level. I mean, he's the one that got the ball rolling. Like me and Jimmy, my guy Jimmy Gomez. We're trying to do a little something. We like hanging out. We like all the same shit. Let's fucking record us doing a show. Oh, boom. Dylan comes through, names it the live sweat perfectly. We all voted on that shit. Boom. But that all really started with Teece. And he was talking to Dami, DJ, and he was in Wham's ear. And then and then I ended up talking with Wham and whatnot, and here we are. But such a beautiful thing. He is so fiery and passionate about Who Bangin'. It really meant something to him. So I mean, that's a shout out to you, DJ. Everything you bring to the table for all the slow baggers, Who Bangers. We're all in the same circle. In the end, it is what it is. We're all here because we're a family, and that's the most important thing right there. Is let's get together more. On it's us against the fucking books. So let's fucking go. Right?
Hey, wait. One thing though, Iggs. Did they tell the story about San Antonio and the birthday cake and all that?
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Jimmy tell it. I'm gonna drop out.
He
Put
was
Jimmy
there.
back in.
I'm gonna hop
I was
out.
there.
I'm gonna hop
Oh,
out.
you gonna hop out?
If
All right,
y'all need me to hop out too, let me know. I'm not doing no shit.
whenever you want to hop out, it's fine. We got a bunch of guys waiting to come in and say they piece. So up to y'all, man. Whenever y'all want to hop out, it's cool. If I have to ask you to hop out, trust me, it's not personal. I'm just trying to get
Jimmy
everybody.
was live and in person.
Let's bring Jimmy back in, though. Jimmy, I love the way Jimmy told this story in San Antonio. We want the story about the cake in San Antonio with Ix and my man Teece.
Ick Schnizzle's story about the cake is not the story that I remember. Some feel-good story of him pouring beer on the cake is not how this motherfucker went down.
I don't know this. Why don't I know this story? I've never heard.
Jose Bouquet's a lovely mother spends hours baking this beautiful titty cake. It's Teece's 50th birthday. The titty cake is out. It looks beautiful. But there ain't no Teece. Teece's flight is delayed. Ix's feel-good story pouring beer on the cake, hugging Teece. There was a beautiful titty cake for Teece. But Teece didn't get to see that cake. Before the beer was poured on that poor left titty, Teece's 2 fingers went to work on that nipple. And man, it wasn't pretty and it wasn't sensual. It was rough. It was rough. We looked like we just saw a car accident. We were like, this motherfucker gonna finger bang Teece's cake before Teece gets there. After a couple fingers into the left nipple, then he goes ahead and pours a little beer on top of it. I guess that's one of Vic's moves. I don't know.
I shotgunned the beer and I poured the rest out. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. We're all taking notes, fucking warning people about this guy from Cleveland, you know? And then Teece got there at like fucking midnight. Teece was staying at the cheapest, shittiest hotel in San Antonio. $60 a night, and this motherfucker fleas on the curtains. Gotta take out 60 fleas. When you come in, you gotta take 60 fleas out before you go, or else there'll be 500 fleas on that curtain. It's a fucking Red Roof Inn type shit, you know? That was it. A Red Roof Inn in San Antonio. And Teece shows up to this cake that's being, what's the right word? Mutilated. And he tears up. That's the kind of guy Teece is. He saw that people cared about him. He didn't care that it had been abused by his friend, his close friend, Nick Schnizzle. He teared up. He teared up because he just felt loved, and he was surprised. And that was the magic of him.
Exactly, man. I knew that story needed to come out to the world because I heard this story. I don't think I was there that day. I came kind of after that. But yeah, I heard that story. And I was like, that's a good story. And I love the way Jimmy tell it. So it was a real good story.
And another thing about Teece, too.
Wait 1 second. Let me just add to something as an outsider to all this. Let me tell you the story Teece told me. Okay? He told me that he got stuck at that Red Roof Inn because everybody told him they were staying there, and when he got there, all you switch rooms to a better hotel. Okay, that's the story he told me. I'm just saying. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Hey, I'm gonna hop out and let my man Big Ragu, and we got my man Jay Peasy backstage too.
Okay, I'll jump out too. But I'll be backstage the whole time. Anytime you need filler, I'll be drinking backstage. All right? I'll be drinking backstage.
Ix, I'm gonna let you take the wheel. I'm gonna hop out and I'm gonna drop my man Big Ragu and my man Jay Peasy. So y'all already know Big Ragu, the boss in the sauce. Me and my man Big Ragu, we go way back, whatever.
Where the fuck's everybody going? I want everybody in here. Get the fuck back in here.
What's going on?
But
It's been too
Well,
long, guys. How's everybody doing?
I'm gonna let Ragu take over from here, but before we bring JPZ in, I'm gonna come back to intro JPZ because I got some.
We got a lot of people
listen,
backstage. I'm gonna
you
hop
guys
off
don't
too
know
and
half
put
the
somebody
story
else
behind the
in.
cake. Here's the story behind the cake before the cake even got baked. You know who the biggest ball buster of all that used to hang out with us? Go back to SBR and back in Fort Lauderdale.
I know the answer. I know the answer.
City, right?
That's
had
right.
An affirmation for Teece. They had the biggest love-hate relationship you ever wanted to know. But you know what? Teece was always up for it, man. He loved it. He relished in it, and he was a guy. Ant was the biggest ball breaker of all. So what happened was, this goes back to San Antonio too. Ant was there, and we were nobody showed up. We went to one of the functions. I think we went to the brewery one day, and then another day we're going to go up to the towers. Jose had it set up, right? So here's me, Ant, downstairs, and there's nobody there. I says, where the fuck's everybody at? Where is it? Nobody. They all blew it. There was a sneaker show going on and some other shit. So anyways, we get up to the top of the tower, and who's up there? Our boy Teece, right? He's up there, and he's got a girl with him. A girl, right? Mm-hmm. So I says, who's this? Is this your lady of the night? What's going on here? He said, some lady friend I brought with me from Philly. She's a real pain in the ass. He says, I got to get rid of her. I says, listen, you see how big this, I think it's like 102 stories. I said, just, I'm not looking, just, throw her off the balcony. No, nobody will miss her anyways. Nobody even knows she's here. She said, yeah, but she keeps me company in the room. I said, get rid of her. I said, actually, let her stay in the room and come stay at the house where Wham was there, Big Boss was there, Ant was there. So, anyways, and the gentleman I was, he, like I said, he's a caring individual, right? So he says, I can't do that to the girl. I said, I tell you what, I'll pay for half her ticket if you want to send her back. I'll do that for you. So, anyways, we wound up hanging out there for a little while. Then later on, I guess the cake thing, he was going to go back. I think it was the next day. This was the Saturday night that we were there, and I think we did a basketball game too, if I remember correctly, a college basketball game. That Ant and I had to walk about 10 miles back and forth. And that's a whole nother story. But anyways, Teece is the guy, man. So the story of this hat now, okay? Of course, down in Florida, we got a lot of spring training, right? So we know Teece is a big Philly fan, right? So I'm sitting here. I'm at a Phillies game. They're playing the Blue Jays in Clearwater. And it was around St. Patty's Day. So, I had the green. So I had this hat on. I says, Teece, I said, how about a Philly hat for you, my boy? He says, Doc, I would love that. I says, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold it till I see you this year in San Antonio. Well, he bailed on us that year. He never made the trip. So anyways, this is the hat I bought for Teece, the one I'm wearing on my head tonight. So I will always, this hat will never leave my side. I'll wear it, every spring training for him, every time I go to a Philly game, whenever they're playing. So this is in honor of our boy. And we miss you sadly, but you know what? You gave us a lot of great memories, and we'll never forget you, my friend. And look at the respect that you've earned amongst your peers, and you got friends for life. And till the day we go, my friend, here's to you.
Most definitely, most definitely,
Sure.
man.
That's my little Teece rant. And then then when we first got to going with the Friday Night Lounge, we know he's a parlay guy, right? And I always try to talk about it in the parlays, but this is Doc. You don't understand. I'm a wizard at these parlays. I get it. We're all wizards at parlays. So we cash one and we, rip up about 20. But that's okay. I says no problem. But he was actually pretty good. And I told him his thing was, he didn't have too many outs where he lived. He used to drive to the casino, and then they started cutting his limits back and all that shit. I says, let me get you a couple of things set up so you could get down a little bit of action. But it got tough for him, to get action down. That was his biggest thing. He's always complaining about. But yeah, special guy, man. We miss him sadly. But like I say, we enjoy his memories. They'll last a lifetime.
Yeah,
love you, Teece. Love you, Teece. Like you said, look at the love that was getting in here. This I never seen this. I never seen it like this. There's so many people backstage. This is a beautiful thing. Shout out to JPZ getting up in here. Want to give you the floor to share any Teece story or anything you want to,
Hey,
say
real quick.
Shout out to you, bro.
Real quick, let's bless him with it.
Who got next? We on deck, time to fall in. The money's coming all in. With Teece we ballin'. Like time for us to hit a little grinding spree. But no peace till we hear that Britney Griner's free. Sparks fly high through the sky like Mercury is close to the sun. Feel the heat, you're done. Catch the fever, spread your wings. Living dreams is mystical. We weather through the storm. Liberty, we born in like a lynx. It's a battle cat.
Yeah, I think
I love
Tease
that
got
one. I have to say, Brittany Grine is free.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. I think I
Easy.
did the second one for Tease, man. I think it was the Sesh was first, and then Tease came, man. And I wish I had a lot of in person memories to share with Tease, man. But I never got to meet the brother, dog. You know, my fondest memories was like shit. Me, Ick, and Tease would sit up all night betting women's basketball live stream, man, killing it. It was a lovely thing, man. And one thing I like about Tease is, I have a lot of relationships with a lot of you in the sports betting community online, and I've been around for a while, but not too many people I really talk to outside of this little venue, man. Tease will call a brother. Tease will call me up and chop it up for a minute. Not,
Blow
every
your
day,
phone
not
up.
like that, but hey, like, it will call me. Tease will call me, man. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Tease a week before the last Palooza, man. Actually, I just sent him a message just asking, hey, what's up? Oh, I asked him if he was going. So, like Tease, he called me. Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up, brother? We chopped it up for a little bit, man. And I almost got him to go. He told me he was thinking about going, man, but he never showed up. And I wish he would have, man. I was looking forward to it.
Man.
Wait.
I-
I got a couple things about this too, because I know how dear Jay Peasy was to my man Teece, man. He really, when you did that oh man, he was like, boss, you got to put this on the intro and blah 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 blah, and I tweaked it perfect, and it came out real good, man. And he thought really high of you. So I had to go in today because it's so many videos. It was hard for me to find a lot of stuff, but this one I did find specifically for the show tonight. So I'm gonna run another tape right here. This is the first time I believe Teece and Jay Peasy got on air together. And this one was kind of funny for me watching Teece and watching his whole capping career. Is that he turned interviewer in this one. He wasn't the guy giving out the picks and all. He wanted to do an interview on Jay Peasy. So check it out.
With Teece be ballin' like time for us to hit a little grinding spree. But no peace till we hear that Brittany Grine is free.
What up, yo? Welcome to another edition of We Got Next for Wednesday, August the 10th. We've got 2 games today.
Wait. Why did he cut the song? He was on the show to bring Jay Peasy on to talk about him putting the song on the show, and he let it go for like 1 bar, and he cut him loose. Check it out.
With Teece be ballin' like time for us to hit a little grinding spree. But no peace till we hear that Brittany Grine is free.
What up, yo? Welcome to another edition of We Got Next for Wednesday, August the 10th. We've got 2 games today. 2, uno, dos. And I've got a very special guest here today. My guy, man, spitting fire left and right for Pub Sports, Who Banging, wrote the track for We Got Next. And, man, I'm blown away by him. So let's bring him in. Let's bring our guy, Jay Peasy, into the house. What's up, Jay?
Who the fuck is banging? What's happening?
You, brother. You, man. You. I want to, I just want to bring everybody in so you get a chance. I don't know if many people get on and watch the nightcap and seen you on there, but I wanted to bring you in, let everybody know, like, they're hearing your tracks open these shows. I just want to let them know who the mastermind behind it is, man. And there you are. And I much appreciate it, man. That shit's straight fire. When you first sent me the track, man, I knew it was special. Brother. So
Yeah, man,
good
put
shit,
your hands
man.
together.
Good shit.
My man Teece switched it up, man. And he was interviewer that day.
He couldn't wait.
He couldn't wait, man. I could go
Good
check
shit,
that
man.
video out. It went on, and he went through everything. And Jay Peasy shared a portion of his story about his music and how it all came together. It was a good interview, supposed to be capping session, but yeah, go ahead.
Probably gave out winners that day too, man.
Oh yeah, that's what always matters. Like my man Pete say, man. As long as we give a couple winners at the end, it's all to the good. But Conor Mack, I don't know if you got a chance to speak yet. But I know that Teece valued your input as well, because many times when I'm telling you, you guys, I'm telling you, Teece is my friend, y'all. Teece would text me 3-4 times a day, maybe even call me once or twice a day. I mean, a few times a week or whatever. And he's in Delaware, I'm in California. And he was really my friend, bro. And it really hurt me. But I'm gonna give it up to the chat and everybody involved with this whole thing right now, because all I really wanted out of this whole thing is to uplift my brother's name, because he meant a lot to all of us. So thank all of y'all for coming. And just so y'all know, it's some people trying to get in the backstage, and the backstage is actually full. So
I'm gonna let him in. I'm gonna let him in.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and open up a few spots. I guess we're gonna.
Yeah, you can drop me out for a little bit. I'll be here, but then I can come back or whatever.
No,
yeah, same with me. Once I talk, I mean, we can all just rotate. Yeah.
Well, we gotta hear.
Before I go,
for it.
Conor Mack.
Yeah, I was pouring through all the messages, and I finally have a couple. Maybe we can hit it in a little bit. Sorry, it's kind of long because you mentioned those messages, boss. He would send, and I get them in the morning. All these long ones like this, like 10 of them. Bright and early. And he was such a great guy. I have to throw out that story real quick before this game. Our guy Pete Lotrack hit it. Give us that bet real quick again, Pete, because it's about to tip off. First half, give it to us. Teece would love it.
I personally hit 80 over first half, over 82 -1 down, and that's a line at Caesars. Other places have higher, like Bet Online and Pinnacle and everyone else is higher, but Bet Online. But you got a line shop. Teece knew that, right? He would be like, "That's the line you should give. If that's the line you can get, it's right here." So I took first half over 82 -110. Got a little bit nervous because it started dropping a little bit at some places, but then last minute or so, it got boosted back up a little bit, so I'm feeling better about it. First half over 82. Here's to you, Teece. First half over.
LA Phoenix is about to tip in about 5 minutes. So shout out to WNBA for our Teece. I want to hit on the Red Roof Inn. You guys were talking about that earlier. How you kind of was like in the he's one of the shittier places there. Yeah, he told me, he's like, whoa, everyone put that. I remember Jeff. Shout out to Jeff in the chat. He put that because it was a cheaper room, but nobody ended up going to that Red Roof. And like Teece did. So everyone else, he's like, nobody booked that place? Like, I thought that was the spot. And he ended up being the only guy at the Red Roof. I remember him bitching about, we were sitting in the Uber. He's like, what the fuck, dude? I thought we were going to be here. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I got another place here. He's like, fuck, man. No, I'm at this place. But it was funny. Funny as all hell. My dude, Teece. And he had been, other than San Antonio, I got to chill with him many times here in Vegas, a couple times, boss. You've been at Ragu with you guys. Always have a great time chilling, winning bets. And one of the person put it, and he's one of the first people I wrote in text was Ski. Talking about because I knew how close he was with Ski because we all kicked it, but I knew how much he valued Ski, his opinion. I love doing shows with him. So, yeah, it's just tough. But I remember, man, I just such a positive guy, such positive shit. And I got a couple. I'm going to find one. Just the back and forth we go about the college basketball on a few of them. It's from 3 years ago, a Boston University one that I'll get to later. Yeah. Colgate, Boston U game.
That was one of his conferences, man.
Yes.
Those conferences over there, he was heavy on those in basketball. And some people don't know Teece for the college basketball, but he was just as good in college basketball.
First half specialist too. I mean, just unbelievable. He's hit right. Yeah. Yes, for sure. He was really, really great.
Oh, yeah.
Right on, man. I appreciate you letting me get on and pay my respects to Teece, man. I appreciate everybody that came out. Yeah, I'm gonna let someone jump in here, but I'm gonna keep it on, man.
I'm gonna go ahead and open it up though. I'm gonna bring a lot of people back because there's people trying to get in and they can't even get in the studio. So I'm gonna open it up.
I want some people to get into
DJ.
I want to add on something.
DJ, we gotta empty the backstage is what we gotta do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everybody can't. Excuse me?
Start cleaning house.
I'm gonna have to. So, I mean, I've been out the whole time for that reason, so everybody could get in. But now the backstage is too quick. So
for a couple minutes, all right?
you do what you got to do. I'm just telling you that's what the problem is. We have too many people backstage. So time to get everybody out that's been on and get some new blood in. I'll pop back out again.
That works.
Do you want
Me
us
too.
to, do you want us to bounce from backstage too and come back in like 10 minutes?
Hey, y'all could. I'm gonna just open it all the way up. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do because
got
I
a
didn't
little
want to fill up the backstage because people were trying to get in and couldn't even get in. My man Ramon Scott, a couple other ones.
Bring
I
Ramon
like
in.
to see
I'm
my
gonna jump
man.
out for a minute.
We got.
I want to
like
see
3 places
Ramon
back there. We straight.
Yeah, we got spaces now. So, but we just brought in my guy Damon from San Diego. A lot of y'all don't know my boy Damon from San Diego.
Damon, what up?
But
Hello,
he's
hello.
certified. He's certified. I went out there and hung out with him. You know, in case some of you old school guys, this is one of Paco's boy out there in SD.
Really?
So yeah, man. Shout out to
I
my
can
man
certify it too, boss. I have kicked it with my man Damon.
Absolutely, and he's a certified fantasy guy in the NFL. He do our DFS show, and he kills it over there with his co-host. And go ahead, Damon. Let them know what you got going on, my man Teece.
So, man, I just wanted to hop in and say, the love that this, it is a family. Like, it really is a family. Ever since day one, I met you a couple of years ago, I felt nothing but love. Sorry, my little ones. I felt nothing but love from you guys, and ever since day one with Teece, it was no different. I got to talk with him backstage a few times, and the first time you chatted with him, it's like you knew him forever. He treated everyone great, and it's a part of the family that we lost, and it's time. Like, I appreciate you guys for what you guys did. Like, this is true love, and you don't see that often. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys and thank you for letting me aboard. It's something special, and I want to say I love y'all and appreciate you.
There it is.
We love you, Dan.
Hell yeah.
Well, right back at you, man.
Yeah, man.
So I'm gonna let everybody else back in, man. So yeah, the floor is open for T stories at this point in time. We've been on for a solid hour. I just wanted to make sure we kind of kept things together for the first hour. But now we can be the cappers that we are. If any of y'all got bets in the chat, throw the bets up in the chat because that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? And if any of y'all got some more stuff to say about my T's, y'all welcome to that too.
About your teeth, huh? About your teeth.
About my teeth. That's my dog right there, man. But I'm telling you, bro, I didn't even respond to nothing. I didn't even know what I was doing. This whole thing guiding it through has been all Teece, bro. Like Teece was my friend. You know what I'm saying? He was my friend.
Yeah.
It took a minute for me to digest the whole situation. So I'm just living through Teece right now, and I'm praying Teece in the college football.
Yeah.
Did you get the hook? Can you get the hook off my ass? Just get the hook off my ass a little bit, Teece. You know what I'm saying? So we know we got a capper in the sky, man. Somebody we can rely on. Somebody we know loved us back. Not only did you love Teece, but he loved you back. You know what I'm saying? And he spoke highly of a lot of you guys off camera and on camera. So it's just a joyous moment for me, man. But yeah, anybody else, hop in there, say whatever you want to say, give out a pick, a play, because I'm going to tell you the truth. Teece was kind of very modest sometimes too. So something like this, he'll be like, nah, boss. Like Teece sometimes would, if you followed his show, sometimes he wouldn't come on because he said if I wasn't in the mood and was giving the people my best, I wasn't gonna do a show. You know what I'm saying? He was mad if he gave out some losers for. I said, Teece, there's peaks and valleys. You good. People value your opinion and what you're doing. He like, nah, man, I can't be giving plays that don't cash. So it meant a lot to him, you know what I'm saying? And he, I put in some bets for Teece before. So he wasn't no everyday $5-10 guy. So
I'd say that's the biggest thing I learned from Teece is that, one day all he said was one thing. He said, I'm not really seeing the board correctly, so I don't really want to play today. And I was like, wow, it's it's not gonna.
But then he could have 20. As good as he didn't have nothing, he could have 10 first half bets. He could roll. Definitely.
Hey, can I say one thing real quick? I don't know how much.
Go for it.
Marley, what up, my man? Great to see you.
What up, C-Mac, man? It's been a minute.
What up, brother?
I'm going to get back in the circuit real soon, but I want to say this about life and death. I know we all probably got different beliefs based on our religious belief system. I'm not going to touch on that, but I do want to say this. We are energetic beings, and I believe that energy doesn't die, and Teece lives on through not only his children, but every time we mention his name, every time we have a thought that creates energy about Teece, every time we think about him, every time we mention him, things like what we're doing right now and invoking his energy, like Teece lives on through not just his children, each and every one of us and everybody that he's touched throughout his life. And I just want to take one more drink, my last little sip to the homie Teece, man.
Shout out to the bro.
That's it.
Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace to the homie, bro.
Salute.
Salute.
Man,
Salute.
I got another clip though, man. If anybody got nothing to say,
Hey, I wanted to say something.
Yeah, speak on it. Speak on it, Ski. Speak on it. I'll get this clip.
I got something real quick. I forget who said it, but it was very, very much true. We know our guy Teece was a line shopper. He came out to Vegas. He put up to the crib. And he's like, yo, he's like, what's up with these lines, bro? He's like, where are you betting at? It's not the same as where he's at on the East Coast. Like, yeah, I had a lot more options than he had. I know it's like changed a little bit more recently, but this is a few years ago. And he's like, all right, well, I got to go from casino to casino making these bets type shit. So he's a real line shopper, man. He'll go from each casino to each casino and make sure he gets the best line on every game.
Yeah.
And then one more thing, because I wanted to take a shot for my boy. When we were in San Antonio, and Wham, you'll remember this, we had, I think you were there, Wham, but we had a lot of laughs when we were sitting at the table with our guy Fernie, and we saw Fernie with the glass just like this, and Teece, he had everybody laughing, man, just making fun of him licking the glass with the salt on the rim. So I got a lot of memories of my guy Teece. I love him very much, and I just wanted to share that. So cheers to my guy.
I remember that, Ski, when you were like, he's got to go to casino. He's like, he's going to hold down the line.
Bro, he was licking.
I remember that.
He was licking the inside of the glass.
Drive for hours.
He was licking the inside of the glass. That was getting freaky. That was real 69 guy before the song came out. For sure. Shout out to Teece, man. Nah, I love Teece. And I have a clip where I don't know if this was my first appearance with Teece, but I have a clip with me and Teece that I found, and I love this. This the first clip I found, and I just felt that it was symbolic that we do this and how passionate he was, about what he did as far as being a sports handicapper. So I'm gonna play this clip for y'all, man. Shout out to the homie, man. Rest in peace. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy Teece. I see my boy Teece in the background. Hey, Teece, I know you up at this time. Bro. You can pop yourself in, my boy Parlay Teece. What's happening with you, man? What's up?
What's good, brother?
I know you up at this time, man, and I appreciate you sliding in and just hopping on you. At first, I just see your DM just now, and you said, "Oh, I know you ain't doing the show at 1 a.m. in the morning on the East Side." Yes, I am. So yeah, bro, how you feeling, man? What are you looking over today, bro? I know you're looking over something.
Give me 1 sec, man. Let me put my TV on mute.
Oh no, take your time, man. Take your time. I know you got some. Teece does the NCAA breakdowns here on Who Banging Sports. I already know Teece. He came with his hoodie on as well. He got the WNBA hoodie. It's only right. He does the WNBA show as well here. You do a lot of shit, Teece. You've been holding it down, bro. You've been balling the fuck out, actually.
I appreciate that, man. Listen to this, man. I had some Chinese food tonight, man. And let me see if I can get this up here so y'all can see this.
You kind of, if you did the in the middle, like close to like where your face is, you probably
it's small. Anyway, it says, my fortune was knowledge helps you make a living, wisdom helps you make a life.
Wow,
bro, that's UT right there.
Shout out to my brother, man. Shout out to my brother.
It's a really good
quote. That dude, man. Like for real, like my brother. That's my friend, bro. That's my friend. hilarious, bro. So many stories. I know the chat know. I got a lot of friends in the chat that know Teece too. We got so many stories with him, bro. Just hearing him licking that glass, I forgot about that.
You remember when we started doing the live sweat show? He would always jump in backstage because he had, the controls, and he would just switch it over to Teece Planet and start clicking buttons and shit and just taking over.
Bro, he did
He
a
did that
whole
to us
show.
all the time. He used to bomb our shows.
That wasn't live. He did a whole show with Ski that wasn't live and recorded. And Ski, hi. I wish Ski was here to talk about that. That's what I want to talk. I want to make it laugh because it's a funny thing, man. He had so much joy. He had so much joy, you know what I mean? Like, and that's exactly what I remember. You know what I mean? I remember exactly me traveling around with him. Like you said, Ragu, we was in Miami. We went to San Antonio. We was in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? In LA. Yeah, Ski. You got to get back up here and talk about that, bro. Y'all did a whole show that wasn't live. Bro was hot. Bro was hot. That was the fun.
He clicked on end stream a couple times too. Just ended the shows when we were live. Accidentally hit the fucking quit button.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, Ski popped up here. Hold on there. Keep on that, bro.
No, that's for real. What Boss, I think it was Boss said earlier, like Teece thought I was mad at him. Bro, we did a whole 50-minute recorded show that was not actually recorded. Not live, not nothing. And then we still did it again live. So after that, he was like, I'm sorry. He just thought I was mad at him, but I was not mad at all.
Hey, you could do a big show on just Teece's outtakes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he talked about that for like 2 shows straight. That was the best. That was the best, bro. I love him for that.
I couldn't believe it. I'm not gonna lie. At the moment, I was like, really? 45 minutes?
Man, I'm gonna go ahead and I've been talking backstage, man. I know it's a bunch of people waiting to get on, man. Y'all can go ahead and I don't want to take up all the time. I know, Teece with love. It's a bunch of people want to show their love and pay their respect.
Much love, Marley. Hey, that was so beautiful how you worded everything, man.
Hey, it was good seeing y'all, man. Me and Coach been talking, man. We gonna jump back in the scene like real soon. We just took a little break during baseball season, so. R.I.P. Teece, man. Yeah. I'll get back on later. I'll check back in and see what's going on, but I'm gonna let some other people get in and
Marley, get ready for some college football, my guy.
Oh yeah, hey, we already plotting on college balls. We gonna get it in for sure. All right, fellas. Good seeing y'all, man.
Good to meet you. Have a good one, bud.
Peace, brother.
Respect, Miley.
That is so true, though, man. Not only he did the show with Ski and didn't never recorded it, but then he was like, come on the live sweat, and it was dog days of summer. I don't live sweat baseball, so I'm getting into the WNBA. Teece is coming on. We finally get some shit going. This motherfucker goes, all right, man, I'm leaving, and then just clicks end stream. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, like,
oh my god, that was the most funniest.
Another time too. Let's do a show together. I like Teece. Come on, let's we'll get you on the show. This, that, the other, and then man, he starts clicking buttons and shit right to start off the show, and I tell him, man, just let me do my thing. And then, like he would piss you off so much, but you loved him so much. He's like a big fucking teddy bear with like hands of rocks, man. You ever shake that dude's hand? He had hands of rocks. I wouldn't fuck with that dude. Another quick story about Teece. He told me, like, man, Nick, you're wild, man. Like, I would have loved to went out drinking with you back in the day when he drank. He's like, but I quit drinking because I always like to have fun and get drunk and party and have fun. But every time I went to the bar, someone would try to pick on me, and I ended up in bar fights, And then, so then from there, Teece was a pretty big dude, and I could only imagine being on the receiving end of one of his punches. but he said he would always end up in bar fights, just knocking people out left and right. And I could just picture all this, like Teece just knocking somebody out, just smiling, like, and he ends up getting kicked out. He's like, man, I was just trying to have fucking fun. And he just clears the whole bar. Oh man. Yeah, he definitely ended our stream.
Come on, Angels.
But much love, y'all. Yeah, I had to come back in for that one.
Shout out to you, Jeff. Man, shout out to the people in the chat too, man. It's all so much love out here, man. Boofer, Wine Time, man. You already know Coogie, Rebecca. Love you guys, man. We appreciate you guys. Fernie. Oh yeah, man. We was there when we was lit, man. That was crazy. That's crazy. Shout out to that San Antonio. Shout out to the pub. You know what I mean? For connecting us. Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to the Peter Low Shack. You know what I mean? For you guys for connecting us all, man. This is a big family that you guys started for sure. And man, you know what I mean? This is just another beautiful example of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of love was created. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what you guys started up. And I shout out to y'all first, but you know what I mean? Of course, we here to, you know, in reverence of our brother Teece. But man, like, you know, we got to give it up, man, because, you know, this just seeing everybody's faces once more and another opportunity to do that again. You got to give up to Low Bag. Shout out to
absolutely. Whether it's on camera, whether it's in person, it doesn't matter. We're just breaking bread, hanging out, and sharing stories of life. You know? That's what we do.
New York, bro.
We're brothers in arms.
Bro. I should have been there when Teece was out there. I'm bull essing. I should have been out there, so I'm definitely coming out there, bro. For sure, Pete.
Hey, I'm gonna say a couple things right here. First, I want to say, man, like I said, thanks for everybody showing up. But this is probably has been one of the greatest no bag field shows in an hour and 16 minutes that I've ever seen. So many people from the community show up and show love. I mean, the numbers are increasing as we go along. The chats are increasing as we go along with all the people that love my man Teece. And I just want to say to all my cappers in the community, no matter what your favorite show is, your favorite personality or whatever, but, you know, get involved with us. And we're gonna do it up like this for everybody. Teece was a great guy, but you know, a lot of you guys mean a lot to us, and you probably don't even know. But I just wanted to say that a little bit. And before it got too late and everything, I just had one more special. And Jimmy, we got to get to your clips too, Jimmy.
Oh, it's all good, man.
I got them loaded up, so we got to get to your clips. But before we go to that, man, I just want to share this little bit with you, man. This meant so much. This was probably like one of the last few texts I had with Teece. And you know, it was crazy because I started going through my texts after I, you know, found out. And I was at work and I'm just fucking tearballing, going through the text, listening to, you know, how much he adored what we was doing and how serious it meant to him. And this one just kind of stands out to me, and I want to share that with everybody. He says, DJ, I really want you to know how much you help and out and how much I appreciate it, brother. I have mad love for you and respect. Even before we started doing this, I really appreciated you. I hope you cash in Vegas. And I was in Vegas, and he texted me that, and that meant a lot to me, man. And I just wanted to share that with everybody. But Jimmy got some clips, man. I know my man Big Show. He had a clip of Teece and I think Ghoster or Connor Mack in the mall on some kind of buggies racing or something crazy. That was hilarious. I love that one, man. But Jimmy had a few flicks that we took. What was that in San Antonio? I'll throw them up right here. San Antonio with Teece, bunch of cappers in there. I'm gonna leave it up there for a second just so y'all can know how many cappers go out to this event and how live it was out there though. Just looking at it, I see Nasty Nate, I see Ian Cameron, I see Jimmy the Bag, I see Big Ragu, I see Dabby Cab. Oh man, I see Prince of the City in that bad boy. So it's a lot of cats in that pick right there. My man Jimmy submitted that one, and also this one right here, man. I don't know where our guy is tonight. He had to be busy with his mother and some stuff going on, but you always know we love that family right there. And then you see Big Teece over there shining in that one right there, and we had a small video as well from San Antonio. Let me find that video. Here we go. And once again, you want to get out to San Antonio. If you're involved with all this stuff, you definitely want to take a trip out there.
And we got some long-time low baggers here with us today. We got Teece. Teece, what's going on, buddy? How are you?
Good, brother.
What are you
Good.
thinking
I'm
about
happy to be out here. I flew in, had a little trouble on the flight and everything, but got in. Birthday party. Breast cake waiting for me.
Happy birthday, big brother. Happy birthday.
Appreciate you. Jose's mom baked the cake for me. Come on, Jose's mom's involved. That's awesome. Got Big Show holding it down, videoing it, getting everybody videoed. And Jeff's been just the hospitality of Jeff is just insane, off the hook. And Southtown 101, man, for real. Every day watching the shows, seeing the pics and wanting that food, the pics don't do it justice. It's banging.
Buck knife.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. Go ahead and elaborate on that, Jimmy.
Oh man, you know, Icky saying buck knife right there, top set, rolling with us in that day. That laugh that Teece has, we all talk about those late night phone calls. In those late night phone calls, there would always be the beginning of the pitch as to what we needed to bet right away, and then he would laugh for a bit. Then he would tell us that he's not explaining it right, but it'll cash. That was always, I'm not explaining it right, but it'll cash. He would laugh.
Trust me.
Explain it right.
Yeah, I might not have got that across right. Yeah,
but it'll cash. It was always that laugh. I'm not explaining right, but it'll cash. You know, it's hard to watch any clip of him right now just because we're in our feelings, but you can see in every single clip we have of this man that he was just a bastion of love. You know, in every clip he's thanking people, he's giving love to others, he's shining on others. He was always just shining on others and caring about others, and he's just you know, it's I know it's been mentioned that, you know, boss, you talked about that sometimes you don't know what you have till you don't have it no more. And, you know, that laugh and that care and that stuff. I mean, it's just, you know, that just straight love he had for everybody. I mean, you just don't see that in the world. You don't see that in friends. You just don't see that. Never a bad thing to say about anybody, never anything, you know? So it sucks that he's not
meant
here.
so much to him, Jimmy.
Yeah,
all of us. We were like just as much his family as anything, you know. Teece truly loved like all of this. Like this is what kept him going, I think, through a lot of times, and was also a tough part of his life too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It ain't easy being a professional. You know, and he was doing everything for his daughter, you know, paying for college and all that stuff. Like, you know, so imagine the added stress to that. And, you know, and in his last, you know, days, I just hope that he knew how much he meant to us, you know, as, you know, we mean to him. Because it was mutual,
yeah.
You know, and such a beautiful thing. So let's do this more often, but let's do it as a celebration too, just to hang out.
Well, let's
to hang out.
One thing here is this last weekend before 4th of July in Canada Day, the Friday before 4th of July in Canada Day, we meet here every year on Who Bangin' for Teece. We talk about Teece. We live bet together, and we do this every year. We're starting the encouragement fund and other things, but we got to talk about Teece because we didn't do enough of it when he was here. You know, we didn't shine enough love on him when he was here.
Shout out to the bro. Shout out to the bro, man. I got another clip
Cheers to that.
just uploaded here. This one with DJ Big Boss and Teece, man. While we over here,
Let's go.
I'm gonna throw this one
Real
up.
quick. We'll need a refresher.
All right, my guy needs some fucking help here. So,
Oh
Hey,
man, we just
look at
we
me.
just chilling out.
We're
Go
twins.
ahead.
We're twins.
Twinsies. There we go. We got the doctor prescribed specs on the day, not the cool dude stuff. We got that doctor prescribed.
Timers, man. But we'll see. But yeah, I appreciate everybody being here. And I got a little special guest, man. Been trying to get him on. Actually, now I haven't really reached out to him all year, but he's gracious enough to join us today. I thought he'd never come on after last year when we talked for a half hour and I never hit the live button. But we got him here, man. Ski, what's up, Ski? What's good, bro?
What up with you, Teece? Hey, I remember that day. That was funny, man.
No,
But it's good to be back on here with you.
I
I appreciate the gear. I got the hat. I got the gear. I appreciate you, man.
That's what's up, man. Nah, bro.
Shout out to the bro, man. I'm telling y'all, man. This is
I've been looking for those clips all week. Where you found those in the minutes and seconds, man?
come on, man. This is what we
That
do,
was
bro. Hey, I
that was
love
the
y'all.
gear I told you that he had. It was nice, man. It was that hat after buying it and everything was like 120 or something. You know what I'm saying? That's not even counting shipping it or whatever. And there was two of those and some more stuff. Teece really loved this whole lifestyle of sports betting. I mean, nobody never really said, but that was one of Teece's main sources of income was sports betting.
Right.
He enjoyed that, being that part. He would tell me sometimes I got to do this a little different because of my situation and stuff like that. So, man, shout out to my man Ramon Scott. I know I sent you the link, Ramon.
Where's he at?
The studio is back open if you want to jump in here. We have so many people in the chat, man. Paco Healy, Drinking Hand, Viper, Razor. We had so many. I can't even name them. It's went so far in here, man. But shit, man. Wham then disappeared on me. I had a story for Wham too. Wham.
My fault.
So,
My fault.
so we all use the same StreamYard. And everybody sets up their shows whenever they set up their shows. And
I know exactly what you're talking about.
multiple times, Teece has opened up his college or WNBA show on Wham stream. He come out with Wham, but he's doing the Teece thing, and he say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Wham. I forgot." You know what I'm saying?
You gotta rewrite it up.
Something that happened too, when Karma came back and got Teece for that. I think you got him back, right? You
I
did
don't
one of
remember what
his.
happened. I forgot what happened, but it was one of the funniest stuff because he thought I was mad at him because of that too. Yeah, that's the thing. Like he just think you mad at him. Like, nah, bro. Like, if you want me to, that's when I came out and told him, like, bro, if you want me to, like, to be a producer, I'll be in the back. I don't have to be in the show. You know what I mean? I'll just be in the back and I'll just move stuff around for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it was
Teece was a
hilarious,
wild
though,
boy
bro.
with the show, man.
Oh
You should
man,
have got even with him, man. You should have opened up with the damn WNBA stuff.
yeah, that's man, bro. I love Teece, bro, and I'm just telling you, man. Like so many stories, I forgot about that. He definitely used to still. It'd be written up perfect too. You know, it take you a while to write that.
Take you a while to put the title and set it
I
out where it's
I'm looking at him
going.
like, damn, I guess I'm live right now.
Oh man, did you ever know a capper that needed a producer more than Teece?
Oh man, he would talk about that too. He would
trying to
talk about that. I would tell Teece all the time. I said, Teece, if we ever make it somewhere big, first thing we gotta do is get you a PA. Because everything he was doing was upside down at times. I was like, it would be because Teece, he would tell you one thing in the morning and he'll tell you something different in the evening. But he was a wild boy, man. I was lucky to be able to hang out with Teece twice. I met Teece in San Antonio on his birthday weekend at Palooza. It was interesting, he called me outside the pubs, man, and he said, boss, man, I want to talk to you, man. And I said, what's up, Teece? He said, "Boss, man, I really want to go harder on my sports betting, man. I want to get on the shows. I want to do that, you know." And he laid it all out. And I said, "For sure, I'll support you 100%. I'll set you up. All you gotta do on there is get on there and go." And he was amazing at how he caught on to things. Like some people would look at Teece and be like, "Teece is a funny guy. I don't know how far to go with that." But Teece actually, man, had a crazy background. He went to chef school. His favorite thing to cook was his cordon bleu. He said, "Boss, I got a date coming over tonight. I'm gonna cook my cordon bleu." So it's like
Cordon bleu out.
He'll pull that cordon bleu out in a minute, man. But he was very accomplished. Even though I don't know, the first show we had with Teece, Wham is my witness. I think Big Ragu might have been on there as well. So what happened was I had the Big Boss MLB contest, and in the MLB contest, I was sending out trophies. So I had already sent like 2-3 trophies out to Teece. So I said, "Man, we gotta get this guy on our Friday Night Lounge thing." So we go to get Teece on the Friday Night Lounge, bro.
That's
I think
exactly how it started off. Yeah.
I want to say Ski was on that show too. Right? It was a bunch of us on that show. Teece came in like he was in the middle of the woods. His connection was bad. It was dark. His mic was messed up. Like it was like, wow, we thought so much of this guy, and this guy might be a straight lunatic. But the more I got to know Teece, man, I understood how accomplished he was. And many people talked about it, how passionate he was about sending his daughter through college, man. That was his motive. His motive was making money, beating the book, so that he can have money to send to his daughter, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, he was a sharp knife. He was nothing that fell out the cabinet. My man was a sharp knife. So.
Sharp, yeah. And he would never talk to you. He would never talk to you without talking about your children. Every time. Every time he talked to you, the first thing you need to know, how are your kids doing? You know, the Alexis. He loved Alexis more than I can.
He would constantly. He met my wife before too, so he would constantly say, because a lot of cappers know I don't even consider it's just me. I do a lot, bro. I make sure people have shirts and merch. I do a lot, and it's not about the money or anything. I do a lot, and Teece would always remind me. He said, "Man, I'm gonna hit this parlay, man. I'm gonna send you $100 so you and Jazz." What's crazy is he recognized that it's my wife that supports what we do, that helps with what gets done. And he really felt like, yeah, man, you need to take Jazz out for dinner or something. I'm gonna shoot you $100. Or what he used to ask me, what can I do? What can I do to contribute to make it easier for you? Because he knew how passionate I was about it, and he was very close to passionate about it too, man. So big shot for my man Teece. I don't know what number this is, but we're gonna keep them rolling. All of those in the chat, drinks up.
Hey DJ,
let's go. Hey,
I need to get a new one.
If you don't got a drink in your hand and you not on the show, if you in the chat, let me see some drinks up in the. Let me see some drink emojis in the chat.
We're gonna bring in my dog Dutch in right now before the shot. Let me bring Dutch in. Oh, you got the shot, bro.
I take an extra shot. Hit the shot. Hit the shot. 1, 2, salute.
Dami took his shot. Shout out to Dom. Shout out to the people, man.
Fucking Bacardi's disgusting. Fucking.
I felt like it was only right. I had to come on, show our respect to our guy Teece. Rest in peace. Prayers out to his family, his daughter. Man, yeah, Teece a real one, most definitely. He there's quite a few, that like the WNBA, but he was one that would, push the WNBA on somebody. You got to bet this, you got to do that.
Force.
Yeah, man. He knew his shit. He knew college basketball like no other. And he always wanted to come on the sesh, man. He always showed love. Like, when you gonna bring me on the sesh, man? Let's talk some WNBA, college ball. It was a must. Like, nobody reached out more to come on the sesh than Teece, So that should tell you something right there. But yeah, definitely respect that guy an awful lot. Frustrating that I didn't talk to him since November. You think about it, and then I'm like, damn, it's been that long. And then you get that news. So unfortunate. But yeah, man, it was nice. My first time actually meeting him was in San Antonio, like most. But build a relationship with the guy. He's a good dude, and like Jimmy said, and most of everyone else said, man, he always wished the best. Not one negative thing. A lot of people got negative shit to say about a lot of motherfuckers. It's just the truth. Not Teece. He was pro, positive, and really just trying to win a motherfucking bet. So we lost a good one, unfortunately.
Yep.
Rest in peace to the homie, man.
Yeah, man.
That's the truth. That's the truth, bro.
Another shot for my boy Teece. I'm very inebriated at this point, but it's all love because I really needed to get it out. You know what I'm saying about my boy Teece. But I know my boy Teece. Like I said, I know he's been watching me all day because it's things been crazy. I've been having a great week, and all of a sudden a skunk shoots by my window by my air conditioning last night, and I was woke up. My sleep was interrupted because it was skunk smell all throughout my room as last night. Then I go to work today, and there's a crazy lady outside busting windows with something, and she busts my car up. Then I get ready to get on the show in rock star fashion, as planned out as I knew the show was for 6. I didn't make it into like 5:55 in Teece fashion. So I know my boy is up there watching tonight. And this is all I wanted to do, Teece. I just wanted to make sure that we got my boy his love, man. Because Teece I used to call it the Teece clan. So Teece, his viewers that watch Teece show were so loyal to Teece. One day, Teece is like, I'm not going to be able to do the show, guys. Can Dom cover for me for the show? Man, people saw Dom on the show, was like, I ain't messing with this. It ain't Teece. So Teece had a definite following, man. And when I heard he passed, all that I could think was everybody needs to know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs to show the love. And what happened? We getting everybody showing up, showing love, man. And people, and my man JPZ back in the house with us.
Shout out to
And
JP.
we just keeping it going. My man Connor Mack.
I couldn't let y'all go and take a shot without me. I had to come back and take this one down in the name of Teece. I know you're an inebriated boss, but we got to take one more down, dog.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm not a quitter, though.
Not a quitter, though.
No. Shout out to Teece.
Golly.
Show, man. Love y'all.
I love all
Much
y'all,
love,
man.
bro.
And like I said, man, this goes
Dutch
to all
motherfucker
y'all.
fish. What up, dog?
You know, if
What's up,
anything
man? Where
happens,
does the room come from?
I don't know what I'm like. Oh, I
Good to see you, Doc. It's been a minute.
Hey, peace.
You know what, man? All in all, though, like Jimmy, I can speak to. Where's Jimmy? Jimmy on stage with us?
Yeah,
There he
right here,
is.
my man.
So anyway, we all go through these. Life takes us down these little roads all the time, and this is a big road, obviously. This one stings a little bit, but we got to count our blessings, like you said. We're celebrating Teece today, but we can never say how much we truly care for one another. We love each other, But when something like this happens, we kind of get together as a group, collectively as a community. It's a unique thing as a whole, but we see people in our business. They come and they go and they come back again. Like I've been gone for a little while, had some family issues. A couple, 2, 3, 4 weeks. I'll probably be a little bit more regular, but we always got to stay in touch. That's the key. Always talk to one another, and bend an ear. If anybody needs to talk to me about something, I'll call boss up, or Don will get on the chat, or Jimmy will text me something. So we keep those lines of communications going, guys, because we got a real special thing, And I know a lot of it's we have a lot of different chats and a lot of different things going on in life, but as a whole, we're all here for the same thing. We love to gamble, we love to bet sports, but we create a family on the way doing it, and I think it's really really unique what we have, and we should embrace and embellish it every moment we get, guys. So
I had something missing in my life.
yeah, I know.
And
That's
you guys
the
have filled it. This has filled it. It's giving me direction. It's giving me a reason. They'll tell you your family's the reason we come on or things like that. They'll tell you that.
Right.
And sure, that's true. That's true. But you know what? Sometimes you need some incentive. Right. And this group gives you incentive to get up and fight, get up and cap, get up and work. Go for what you dream about. Go for what you love, and stick by your friends. It's this group. It's this group, man.
It's a special thing we got. So don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. That's my point. Don't ever give up.
No, that's the truth. Don't ever give up, man. Because
yeah,
you can't quit. Yeah, because I tried to quit. People done talk me back in it. You know what I mean? No, you can't quit. You can't quit.
Well,
you know what I mean?
There's no us without you, Wham.
No, I'm just saying you can't get rid of. You can't get rid of yourself. You can't get rid of this already. You done did too much. You know what I mean? You done did too much. You done impacted too many people. You know what I mean? I done impacted too many people. And when you see these clips, when you go back and watch these clips, you can only shed a tear. And you think about what it was, but then you think about what it is right now. That's why I'm telling you, just the fact that I got my brother Dutch here, Jimmy, C-Mac, Dylan, Big Ragu, Boss, Dami, Ixnezzo. You know what I mean? We all in here for a reason. You know what I mean? It's just it's a beautiful thing just to know what you curating in the present as well as much as what we have in the past. But definitely celebrate the past. We miss our brother. Love you, Teece. Took care of his kids, and like you said, Jimmy, he always asked about the kids. I'm always trying to take care of them. You know what I'm saying? So he knew what it was with me, brother. And I love Teece because he spoke so highly of me. My mom met him without me, and my mom don't talk about this as often, like what I do or gambling or anything like that. But she definitely talked about how much Teece loved me and stuff like that. So how much he spoke highly of me and how much it made her feel proud. So I love bro for that. Just of anything, you know what I mean? Just the fact that you spoke highly of me to my mom, I just love bro for that. Just what I mean? I can only speak nothing but the best for bro, but I definitely will still clown his ass. I don't care. He's still my boy.
He wanted that way too.
Yeah, I know.
He wanted competition.
He is hilarious as hell. He's a
We
walking.
love you too, Wham.
He's a walking target. I really got more stories. I'm telling you, I got mad stories. He really my day one, man. I love bro. But
I also know that he shines on us, and I told you guys here when we started today that we were all going to make so much money today. It's just that's all he wanted from us. The Sparks Mercury first half over, rolling okay. This is the best night of my season in MLB. I'm sitting here 8-1. Of course, I'm 8-1. But of course, I told everybody, I was like, today's Teece's day. We're gonna cash today, man. And
fuck yeah.
This is like, I don't know. He just wanted us to succeed so much, So he put us before him.
Hey. If it was one cabra that'll do it for us, it was Teece. If it was some, so everybody get ready. Everybody get ready to beat the books because our brother's in the sky and he gonna wink on us every time. The first time he hits me and save me from that hook, I'm telling you, I'm gonna go bananas.
And we need that wink.
We need that wink. Hey, and I'm gonna tell y'all 1,000%. If it was me, I'd wink on y'all hooks too. You know what I'm saying? If it was
so, what you're saying is you don't have to buy the hook no more.
I gotta buy the hook no more because I got my man Teece. No more buying hooks. I
gotta
like
buy
that.
no hook.
Don't be afraid to parlay.
Hey, I'm going on the don't buy a hook campaign because of Teece. But this is a lovely thing right here, man.
He was traveling from book to book to keep the hooks down, man.
In Vegas.
Oh man,
It's crazy. He's like, dude, yeah.
That was a big reason why he loved the NBA because the minute I dived in for him for a minute. So the NBA line can jump anywhere from 1 to 3 points from the night before to the morning, and he would advocate that big time. Like I already bet it. I'm waiting for the line to come out so I can.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Try sharing a
I
room with
remember in
him.
San Antonio-
Try sharing a room with him in Vegas, and sharing a car with him,
Yeah, you're
and
not
having
sleeping.
him making you drive him around to book to book, so he
You
could
were
run
that
into the
guy.
sports book. Yeah, I'm the one that was stupid enough to rent the car with him. So and he didn't want to drive. So I'm running out of the Orleans to taking him to Caesars. Oh, but wait, if we go to Mirage, it's 10 cents cheaper. I'm like, it costs more for us to go down there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Teece, man.
My boy.
That was Teece.
If he was in Vegas, he would have had all the apps. He would make sure, every book for sure.
Shout out to Peter.
Let's go.
40
official
43,
85 points. We cashed
Get
it.
there?
Catch that WNBA
Oh,
bet.
beautiful.
Shout
Hell
out
yeah.
Got there, man.
for Teece.
There it is. 29 seconds left. Cash.
I already told y'all when Pete laid put
As soon as he said it, that's why I brought it back. I was like, give it out again right before. I'm like, this shit.
I love that you did that.
He was the perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Someone had to do it.
Us cappers united, we have strength. We move shit. You know what I'm saying? We move.
That line had to have moved. Right at the end, they're like, "Whoa, what a big fucking."
Let's go. Good move
That's
right
what I was
there.
getting at, too.
Move
Hell
that
yeah.
motherfucking line.
Peace, man. Rest in
In
peace.
San Antonio, we went to
RIP.
the Alamo Brewery, right? And,
Yeah.
And
Cheers to Teece for that one. R.I.P. My
They're all
brother.
just hanging out, and everyone's kind of mingling amongst each other. So
I'm
like,
come
that was
on,
the
Angels.
first time I actually got to go up and shake Big Ragu's hand. I was like, lightweight starstruck, in my opinion. Big Ragu is a fucking legend in the game. All right, and to be able to chat with him and like the stuff we do I'm so grateful for all that. And it all circles right back around to Teece. Honestly, he pushed us to do our thing. But so we're at that Alamo Brewery. I'm drinking a beer. And then I was like, I'll go talk to Teece. He's just standing there by himself, like kind of like scrolling through his phone. And NBA was popping, and he's like, "Man, what's up, dude?" And then like I shook his hand, and like I said, he had hands like rocks, like big old fucking.
Oh, he did have some
rock
big ass
hands.
hands.
Yeah. And he's like, "What's up, man?" And like you would think this dude's like jacked up, but he doesn't party. He's just like, that was his personality. Like, like he's on 5 Red Bulls at all times. But also stoned as fuck. But we just start talking about this Kings game, first quarter's overs, and next thing you know, placed that bet as soon as that line came out. He's like, just wait for that line to drop, hit it because it'll change. The next day we meet up at Southtown and we're just laughing. And ever since then, me and Teece became real good friends after I ruined his breast cake.
That's funny. Shout out to Low Shack, man. I had to slide you in, sir. Good cash.
I couldn't. I thank the Lord. I didn't. I knew that one. I wouldn't say I knew, but I was like, this better not lose here. And first quarter was great. Second quarter,
that one couldn't lose. You lose that one.
Teece
I know
Teece wasn't having that. He wasn't having Low Shack missing that. Yeah,
good money right there.
He was.
Good money.
I saw the second quarter because the second quarter was real low scoring at first. And he was talking to some people up there. He was like, "No, we're gonna have that one cash." They were like, "All right, okay. Consider it done.
Cash.
Consider it done."
For real.
Peace, baby. All right. There you go.
Hell yeah.
He gonna have me betting Eagles all in the NFL season. Shit.
Oh man, Flash came on the show today.
So I already have the bet that he told me to lock in. From months ago. He was talking shit about my Browns. He's like, "Yeah, if the Eagles play the Browns in Brazil, we're going, bitch." Like talking shit. He's like, "We're gonna mop the floor with your shitty team." I was like, "God damn, man, like I love you, Teece, but chill out, man."
Flash gave us Eagles to win the NFC. 14. Eagles to win the NFC 6-1. Flash gave it out with confidence today.
Oh man,
By the way, he also gave out Uruguay to win Copa plus 400.
Good.
Flash said, "There's no question about who the best team in the tournament is right now." He said it's Uruguay, and he got it at plus 525, 550. Maybe he got 525 at the beginning of the tournament. It's still plus 400.
They playing tomorrow,
but it's to win the tournament.
Shit, I'm going to Vegas tomorrow. I'm betting that for sure.
There's a bunch of games
Yeah,
tomorrow.
he about to slide there. Plus 300 at Bovada right now, so bet you definitely get better odds.
We're going back to SBR days there.
Bookmaker.
I love it. Pete, Jimmy, Flash, let's go.
I just, the thing is about SBR.
Hey, shout out to you guys and DJ. And I mean, look how many OGs are right here, man.
Sonny Vega, Sonny Vega, by the way. Sonny Vega, by the way. Yeah, Sonny Vega, by the way, is back.
Oh, shout out.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Sonny Vega's back.
Bookmaker plus 425.
He's not capping or nothing, but he's healthy.
Okay,
he's
good.
back. And he's a special guy from our days.
Love Sonny.
But and he's back. So I come and see if I can. He's doing stand-up comedy. He's doing comedy down at Yuck Yucks here in Toronto and stuff like that. But down in SBR days, I had this opportunity that many of you, all of you guys on screen have had, but where I got to look to my right and, about a foot away from me, I got to stare into Pete's mustache. I got to stare in that mustache while he was talking. And just like, I had this, like, I was bewildered. I mean, what word do you use? I don't know. I would look into this man's mustache and just, I don't know. If this isn't what Eminem was talking about when he said "lose yourself in the music," I would look into his mustache and I would just, I was mesmerized. It was like,
I'll get it back if you want.
No, it's just that we only get that chance once a year to stare at that muggy.
Yeah,
I missed that. That was a pretty special opportunity that I had, and that was my whole deal when I first talked with SBR. Like when they first asked me to host that conference, the IFBC, my only deal, and I knew that's at least $5,000 to host a conference like that. And we said, I talked to Tim. I was like, what should I do about this? And we said, $0. Don't do it for a cent, but do it to host this morning show with Pete. And I was like, yeah, of course. Of course, that's what I got to do. So Pete, we're all cut from your cloth, Pete. You're hideous. You're a hideous cloth.
hey, let me tell you right now. Let's give you guys your flowers while you guys are right here with us. Even though this is about Teece, I'm going to give Pete and Jimmy their flowers while we right here, because what you guys created is amazing. There's no network that can really gasp it all. Even though we all go do what we do and blah, 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 blah. There's no, and I don't care what anybody says. I love who banging. I love other stuff, but I'm a low bagger first, bro. I'm a low bagger first because
Big Boss, come to New York. Let's hang out.
Hey, what we created here,
bro.
The friendships, the trips, the experiences have been amazing. They've been a part of my life that, I could survive where I'm at 1,000%. But can I survive in waters that are not so clear and have a team to back me the whole way through? And I appreciate what Pete and Jimmy has created,
100%.
period, man. And it means a lot. Man. I don't know if maybe it's because it's Teece or whatever, but I don't know what it is. But us being together, the chat, the people in the show, is amazing, bro. Shout out to you guys. This to y'all flowers while y'all here. We love you too, man. And like we said, we'll go 1,000 times for you guys, bro. We'll go to war for you guys.
We're so honored, man.
Shout out Daryl. I'm looking at this screen. I would consider myself the second worst capper on the screen right now. I mean, you guys really fucking impressed me.
Tomorrow you're the second worst.
Maybe the worst. Maybe the worst. Have you guys really impressed me, man? And Teece, I mean, Teece, like, Teece was so, as Jimmy said, the thing that he was so, it just made me feel good to get the message, not because I wanted the picks, but because, it just like he cared about me getting them. But he was also a phenomenal college basketball capper. I mean, that was on
yeah.
and WNBA. But I mean, it was like extremely impressive. And like, I can't believe how impressed I am by just like the capping abilities of everyone. I mean, I'm not even going to try to name them all because there's like 50 people. It's Big Ragu.
We work together.
I'm going to follow you this NFL season, Big Ragu. You still got an NFL, you think?
Follow me for the first 18 weeks and jump off.
Done.
Tampa's
Done.
Yeah.
I got the first 3 weeks of college football too. The rest of that.
I'll tell you one thing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but this last college football season, the line moves were really weird in week one. There were massive line moves that were like totally wrong. I don't know what's going on with the sports betting market.
Hey, I ate them
Every
like
year,
pudding,
different.
bro. I ate them like pudding because my whole edge is getting the haps of teams before they come out and being able to riding those Kansas bets, riding those stuff all the way out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you guys taught me. You guys taught me that. I was just an average bettor. I was like, I'm gonna bet the team that I like, and I played a little football. I know a little something, but when I discovered the Low Shack show and Jimmy and P show, and I started actually learning how to create edges, and I actually started going in the chat and debating with each and every one of you in the show about bets, and then further on going into meeting you guys in person. I'll never forget. And Nasty Nate should have been on this show. I don't know why Nasty Nate's so camera shy, but one of the greatest people I ever met
NBA
was
championship
Nasty Nate, because
Mr. Trifecta.
we had spat it out in the chat for years before I met him, and to meet him in person, the incredible person you guys are when we meet you in public. You know what I'm saying? So, come to the live sweat in Vegas. Go to Pubblepalooza. Every time we have an event, if you can scrape it up, bet it out, and get it done, come hang out with us, because we all share some real common values, and it's always been a ton of fun. There's never been any confusion. There haven't been a fight, a whistle, or anything blowing. It's been
hold on though. There's been some
drinks
testing moments. Ask Jimmy. Yeah, that's when me and Jimmy Gomez became friends.
No.
When I Paul Brown and we went to the NCAA.
I'm a DJ. I seen way worse. We have never had
No, I'm just
nothing
saying,
real.
No.
We have never
Ain't no
had
place
nothing
a
real
moment
going.
true. We gathered together.
We have never had
Shout out
none of
Jimmy
that.
Gomez.
It's been nothing but good drinks, good times, good bets, and a whole lot of fun. So I tell all you guys that are in the chat that know who we are, that's not involved or not on screen, to still get involved with everything that we do. It's a great community. As you see how we lift our brother Teece up today, it's all genuine from everybody's heart, man. So I thank everybody for showing up and everything.
Man,
Hell yeah.
I was mad I missed a little bit of the part. I was like, dang, I had the kids and dropped them off, and I'm feeling like, oh, I ain't got nothing to do. I'm like, oh, today's the day, and it's on already. I'm hot. I was hot, but man, I'm so happy I made it. So happy we was able to, do all this, bro. Man, it's just like super cool, bro. Like, shout out to Smoking Mirrors, Malvin, Bird Girl, Jay Peasy for sliding through, Ski for sliding through, Drinking Hand for keeping it real, telling the truth. He's bringing us all together, showing love, man. Just curating the same love that he brought to us when he was around, and that's what we talking about right here, man. Definitely, y'all not, and Ski talked about it too. Best thing that Low Shack and the bag taught him was bankroll management. Man, I remember watching Low Shack and Brenner at first. Me and Boss getting hit. I actually had to get Boss to drag Boss onto YouTube. He really was not fucking with YouTube at all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. He was not fucking with YouTube. Like, bruh, that's how to gamble. Like, you know what I mean? This is teaching us a little bit. It's actually good to, navigate. And we could be in the chat. I was like, selling that shit to him. And at the time, I remember this is when he was with Brenner. Then obviously the change happened with Jimmy. It got to the point he was so invested. I used to see Boss. He was like, "Oh, you see the new guy on there with the hats? You see the new guy? He does his own thing." Before they even made it on there. You see the new guy? He comes with all the energy because Jimmy had the shows at first, the in-depth shows, more like vlog style. So those were like stupid cool. Like those were super cool, and I really appreciate those because it showed his comedic talent there. So I appreciated that, but it was kind of like, oh, how's this gonna mesh when it was like, oh, the show? You know what I mean? I was kind of like interested to see how that was because not gonna lie, Brenner and P had a good chemistry there too. So I was kind of confused there. So then the chat, obviously, the way y'all rely on the chat. It's so much things I learned, honestly, Ski. Not just only bankroll management, just like a personal relationship, how to be genuine with people. I mean, it's a lot of things you learn. It's not necessarily just a sports betting show. Obviously, we here for that. And we already cashed that first half after Pete, graciously came through with that. But it's just another day, man. I really appreciate this right here, and I really go back thinking about it. Not only did you teach us how bankroll management, but this love that's curated right here. This is something else that y'all taught us, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially the coordination with the chat, and this is how I'm on here to be able to even. People told me right now, bro, that I impact them and they career. That's crazy. I'm a rookie. You know what I mean? I'm a rookie. You know what I'm saying? But we got people that
We're only getting
that impact
started, as
like
Jimmy
these,
would say.
so shout out to y'all, man. I really love y'all to death for real, man. Shout out to
Hey,
y'all.
Some words right there, man.
Hey, I don't want to. I don't want to be the. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news again, but I don't want it to be a run-on sentence. It's been a beautiful thing. If everybody, if you're in the backstage or whatever, hop in. Let's say our last. Give it up for Teece. Give it up for the low back community. Give it up for ourselves, and let's kind of wrap it up, man. But
I actually had a video I've been waiting to cut in, and I think this could be a good moment. I found a video of Teece that I want to play for everyone.
Dope.
Go for
I'm
it.
gonna throw that up right now.
Oh shit.
5K2, yeah.
Oh, hey, we got the WNBA's finest. My motherfucking man, Mr. Parlay Teece.
Stage, motherfuckers, here I am.
Here he is.
Like, I was like, damn, we get kicked off the show. I know what the fuck.
That was kind of creepy.
That was me.
Hey,
I want
geez, there's an easier way to do that. There's an easier way to do that.
He said that
I'll
was
tell you
me.
about it. But no, you can like go like
No, I was making a fucking
He kicked him off.
no, like
Making
you
a-
can go like that.
making an
Go
entrance.
wrong.
Oh my God.
It was a good one. Hey, cash that first half, my guy. Good work
Yeah,
there.
man, we had lots of people in the chat that were on that too.
Cash that first half.
Isn't that ironic?
I'm sorry.
Oh, Pops Gary said shout out to you. He won $85.
Who?
$2.
Gary Pops.
I got you.
86.
Say something.
Hey.
It's like eating
Look at that, my man Dami said he's went 3-0 today too, man.
I thought it was funny that I found a video where he was live cashing another first half play. Fuck, that's fucking incredible.
Yeah, that's tight, bro. Nah, that's a funny clip, Dylan. Shout out to you.
The real funny part is if you know StreamYard, Teece went in and kicked everybody
Yeah,
out.
he went through a lot of work to do that.
That was cold. That was
He
cold.
went through a lot of work to do that. Yeah, that's funny.
while eating peanuts and Cracker Jacks and shit.
Teece, talking about Teece touching our action. If the Giants cover the first 5, just on my line, I'll go 10-1 in MLB today.
Wow.
And I woke up.
Let's
I woke
go.
up this morning. I woke up this morning. And I was like, "It's Teece's day.
Mighty.
Don't be afraid to move." Because I've been keeping my quantity down. But I was like, "It's Teece's day today. Don't be afraid to stretch. Add some action as he would want us to do it." You know, Paco Healy talking about Tom Gunn, Vegas Gunn, and Yellow Jesus, and the homeless shelter play today from Mutt Beast, and all that stuff. You know, where we all came from. You know, I think one of the most interesting dynamics of where we all came from was Pete did not want me sitting beside him. You know?
True. That's not true. What are you talking about?
You were not pleased that I was coming in and sitting beside you, man.
Yeah, I heard
Is
the
that
same
true?
thing,
I don't-
Pete. I heard the same thing, Pete.
No, that was we were able to
Nah, it's
change
the
that
same thing when
dynamic,
you
but
come
it was
out.
a pretty interesting dynamic. I forced my way in to sit beside you because I wanted to sit beside you so bad.
Yeah, wait a minute. No. Before you did a show, you came
Who could
into the
blame you?
office.
That pasty white kid from
introduced
Canada
yourself.
coming in. Come on.
That's not true. Or was that when you came to my office? Was that after the first show? I really don't remember. I really don't remember.
You know, it doesn't matter how it started. It matters where we're at.
Hey man, drink to that, man. Drink to that.
That's for sure.
Drink to that. Drink to June 28th, 2024, bro. Because
Drink
it's
the Bush
amazing,
beer
bro.
too.
I tell people all the time, sports betting has taken me places. I have developed long-term friendships with not only myself but my family
You
as
got crazy
well,
DJ?
and other families because of sports betting, right? And I toast to that, man.
Man, shout out
I
to
love you
that,
guys.
bro.
I love you guys so much. You know that.
Man, bro, this is such a beautiful thing. Again, bro, like I was saying, just to even go back, man, with Boss.
First time I met Wham. Real quick, I want to give you your flowers.
Speak on it.
You were it was pub one. And first off, I didn't expect you to be 7 foot tall. Second off, you were more excited to meet me, and I was like totally excited to meet you. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a great humble experience, and I'm like, man, this dude's real as fuck, and he's always smiling. I love you, my G.
It's the perfect story. It encapsulates the group. That you go meet somebody you're so excited about meeting, and they're more excited to meet you. That's the
Same with
perfect.
you, Jimmy.
It's the perfect. Because we can't. You guys. I mean, I used to have friends that I'd grown up with, that I'd done stand up with, and whatever. I still will go out and see them. You know, but honestly, I don't care. It's my wife forcing me to go out because all I need is you guys, man.
Nah, I know what you mean, bro.
I don't need I don't need I get so much out of these friendships.
On the screen, we got Cali, Canada, Cleveland, Vegas, Florida, New York.
That's tight.
We're touching all sorts of fucking borders.
Wham, do you remember the first time I met you? First time we met was in Florida at the Hard Rock and at the bar at the Hard Rock.
Oh yeah.
In Florida. And the story you told about your mother with Teece, I was there at that trip. That's why I met your mother too, and you weren't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Yeah, at the Orleans.
That was a lot of first meetups for all of us.
Yeah, the Orleans. Yeah. That's a special spot right there.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I met a lot of people at the Hard Rock. I remember I met Enough Flesh for the first time at the Hard Rock, and I met Don. I thought I met you on IBC, but you could be right though. It could have been the Hard Rock though. You might have been right. I think because I was supposed to meet Teece at the IBC, and I think only a few guys met. I was drunk.
I was at IBC. That's the first time I met Jimmy.
Oh yeah, I remember every moment. The first moment I met Dommy
at Caesars, right, Jimmy?
Yeah. Oh yeah, in the sports book there. I
believe the poker camp.
And the Flipper 13 story.
From that first
the
trip you
Flipper
guys
13 story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Poker champs in the building.
And then the first time I met Wham and Boss, I remember it. Like I just knew. Now, I hadn't been in this business very long, but I just knew that there was this elitist, really like, I'm trying to sell you this, I'm trying to sell you that vibe in the industry. And the first time I went and met you guys in Vegas, it was like, oh God, we can change everything and make it honest. That's what it is with us. This is honest. The friendships.
Yeah,
You know,
the
you
wins
start
and
with
losses. Yeah,
it's
for
just
sure.
it's honest. It's just honest. It's just real. It's real and genuine. And you just that's what right from that first trip in Vegas, man. When there was that huge room, I can't remember. You know, there was this giant room, and then Wham and Boss came in, and Boss had made the shirts
Yeah.
that you guys were rocking when you walked in, and I was like, oh man, it was just that you could like it was just like this wasn't like meeting someone that you don't know. This was like there was just something so genuine about the situation, and you know that first IFBC changed my life. Like I didn't know how long I was going to be. You know, no one knew what we were doing basically, because what we were doing was different. We were all gamblers that saw all of the kind of I don't know, the 1-800 numbers of the past,
Right.
and then once we were together, we were like, oh wait. This is different. And this was needed. I needed it so bad, and I'm just so thankful for it.
Let's
man.
not forget the twice a day shows.
Oh,
Hard, bro.
Right, Pete?
Oh, yeah.
The twice a day shows were good, man. That was legendary right there.
Yeah.
Or like 11 o'clock.
A lot of people don't know about that, man. Twice a day. A lot of people don't know about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Skate does
remember
two
those.
shows a day because of that right there. I for
Look
sure. I think that's two shows.
Ski says, just make sure y'all remember
That
who's
was a
the
big
first winner
part
of
of
the
my
first
day.
Low Shack in the Bag trivia
Yeah, the trivia
contest.
contest. Yeah, bro had a notebook.
Picked up $100. He picked up a cool hundo.
I remember, and I remember saying like that. How are we living in a world where the winner of this contest gets only $100? But I was like, you know, that guy has I was like, that was no accident.
But then, Wham Bam picked up 2K at the poker tournament.
Yeah, that was cool. Too.
That was like
cool.
that was impressive. I
That was
remember I was
tight,
like, are you serious? And I started like cheering him
Yeah, I
on.
was
And I
on the
couldn't believe it. It was
phone,
amazing. It was amazing because there's a lot of like sharks in that crowd. And
That was really
man,
tough too, bro.
that was
it wasn't easy as fuck.
I would tell the saddest moment of my 3 years in Costa Rica. I remember it clear as a fucking bell. Was leaving Miami because I wasn't going back to Pete. He wasn't in Costa Rica anymore, and I was leaving you guys from that Summit of Champions in Miami, and it was this like I couldn't talk to any of the people, like the people who were working at SBR. I couldn't even talk. They wouldn't like. I was so in my feelings. I was like, I didn't say a word to anyone. It was the saddest feeling that I had of those 3 years was going back there. And it was because of that final few hours on the beach.
Man.
I wanted that moment to last forever. I honestly, when I look back in my life, I think that's like the one moment that I would just like to last forever. Ragu on the ones and twos. Remember, Sophie brought down all this just horrific Costa Rican vodka that was just like the cheapest vodka that was just going to make you all sick. And she brought bottle after bottle after bottle, and we just sat there till 4 in the morning. Like going to the airport on the way home with that, it was like that just shows the genuine article of what our group is, and it's too bad. It's too bad that it took. It's awful that it took this this tragedy to happen to our friend to bring us back together and for us to understand how we all got started. Because who Teece was is why our group got together in the first place. The Teece is just love for all. And love for all gamblers, because of the life
Yeah,
you have to live. To
Yeah,
do what
real
you
quick,
love.
Jimmy, he was just because you just had to be a gambler and love it, like, and he accepted you. Like, that's the best people that I've met, you know, in this business that we all do. It's just people that love the same shit I do that I want to do. You know, it's true. So,
He was
and
that
he was
was
that
his,
for sure.
that was
Yeah.
his that was the only way he was surviving.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if he knew that you were even close to the same wavelength. Now you could have a day job. He didn't care. But if you were even close to that wavelength, then he would come in and give you a big hug, and you were in.
Yeah.
True.
A lot of great words tonight from
Very,
you guys.
very well
Damn.
put, Jimmy. Very well put.
For real. Shit.
They written this shit, huh? They have to write this shit down.
Yeah. That's
Genuine,
off
genuine
the
love.
top. Damn.
Oh, vibe. I love you guys, man. You guys. Oh God, what a group.
Oh man,
Fucking group, Jimmy.
I do got to
Great
dig
segue,
up out here
Jimmy.
and get my ass to work, unfortunately. But man, this is such a beautiful thing. I don't want to.
I'll be back.
Definitely don't want to smash out.
Oh, I got one more. This was crazy one day. This was really crazy. He's called me one day and he sent me a text. He said, "Boss, you really got to go check out this chicken place and let me know if it's really the real deal. Because if I come to Cali, I want to go to this chicken place." And I never went. I can't even lie. But I was like, how the hell is he looking up a chicken place in Los Angeles from Delaware, let alone he's passionate enough to call me and ask me to go and check it out for him. Like he was going to be out here just because the chicken place was
Only
good.
if it was good. Only if it was good.
They go try to.
I got you, I got you, Teece. I think the place was called La Coupe Chicken. I gotta go have me a chicken sandwich. He said, "Boss, you gotta go check out the chicken sandwich. This looks amazing."
Put out.
What's
Let's
it called?
go.
La Coupe. It's La
Love
Coupe
to the
Chicken
OGT.
in Gardena. It was in Gardena at the time.
For sure.
But shout out our guy Teece, man. Hey man, I don't want to keep everybody forever on dead air though, man. So I think
I want to stay in forever, man.
I could stay in forever, man, because this is like an amazing group. But I don't want to get off the path.
I don't want to go back to that.
I don't want to go too far off the path of
No, I feel you.
Our guy Teece, man, because it's really about Teece.
Can we
all this other stuff
video
happened to come together, but it's
We actually do have one more video for X he wanted to play.
Go for it.
Let's see, yeah.
Drop
The
it.
more the merrier, man.
Run it. Die long.
Sorry, 1 second here.
What up? Yo.
Hey. Yo. What up, every motherfucking body? It's your boy X Nizzle. Can you just let me do my damn thing? This the Live Sweat Tuesday night. We got Sweat Edition with your main man Teece, my man Dylan, and my guy Picks from Dave will be in here shortly. We are breaking down and live sweating the Atlanta Dream versus the Dallas Wings. We're over there on NBA
Thing
TV.
is, though, man,
We got the line set at Dallas minus 3.5.
he loves
and that total is sitting at
he loved fucking with me.
Yeah.
so I'm like, yo, I got this. Let me do the intro. And he's in the background. What up, what up, what up, what up?
So funny. So funny. Can you play us the intro one more time? Play us the intro one more time. It's so good. Don't worry, I got this.
That's hilarious. Yeah, shout out to that. Let's play the intro one more time.
Can you hit that with us one more time?
Yeah, we got to. I'm gonna play it right now. We got
Yeah, I want to do it one more time. It's so funny. I can
Shout
just
out.
imagine you saying, "Okay, I got the
We
intro."
talked
here."
about all this too beforehand.
Is that which one is that? The We Got Next intro, boss?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that the
Who got next? We on deck, time to fall in. The money's coming all in. With Teece we ballin'. Like time for us to hit a little grinding spree. But no peace till we hear that Britney Griner's free. Sparks fly high through the sky like Mercury. It's close to the sun. Feel the heat, you're done. Catch the fever, spread your wings. Living dreams is mystical. We weather through the storm. Liberty, we born in like a lake.
Nah, I don't think that was.
Play that video.
But we'll see. But yeah, I appreciate everybody being here, and I got a little special guest, man.
Oh, that wasn't it either. I can't figure out which one it was.
It's all good. I didn't mean. I just.
It's all good.
Dylan,
Who got next? We on deck, time to fall in. The money's coming all in. With Teece we ballin'. Like time for us to hit a little grinding spree. But no peace till we hear that Britney Griner's free. Sparks fly high through the sky like Mercury. It's close to the sun. Feel the heat, you're done. Catch the fever, spread your wings. Living dreams is mystical. We weather through the storm. Liberty, we born in like a lynx. It's a battle cat. We breed aces to the slow back nation.
Wait a minute. Hey, I got a bone to pick, man. You know, the hottest rapper song was always Mando. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Mando.
But my man Jay Peasy come and made a real rap.
Crazy. He went bangers.
Teece's Eastro. You know,
Peasy
I thought
got
I was
skill.
the best. Yeah, I got knocked down off of that one, man.
I think the best video of our past was Sonny Vega with that his friend, that
With
black
Pinky?
woman
With Pinky?
with that ass
Oh,
where there was flashes of asshole. There was clear flashes of asshole over his shoulder.
I gotta get out of here though, man. I love y'all, bro.
All right, Wham.
Good timing, Wham.
Have a good night at work, Wham.
But the flashes of asshole over his shoulder while he was giving us the pick,
That was legendary.
that was special.
That was, but Sonny Vega is definitely legendary.
Now
I wish
he's-
no one will ever be able to top that. I mean,
No, but now he's clean and sober, and walking with God. I'm still very interested.
Hey, I used to watch his little live show with the chick with the big boobs. I forget
Sure.
her name, and the little dog. And they used to play music. Oh, that was a good time with Sonny Vega, man. Wow.
He'd be in New York or he'd be up in Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was
Sonny-
all over. They were all over the place. They were making power moves, man.
Yeah, they were definitely making power moves.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sonny Vega, man.
Yeah, Sonny Vega, good to go. I'd like to get him more involved. We all take their peaks and valleys, nebs and flows.
Life, 100%.
That's just life. But no matter if you're riding high or you're, falling apart, we're here. We're here for you, and forever.
Me and you touched on that the other day when we were on the phone, right, Jimmy? But that's something at another time. It's a good subject to address, how like just about what you said. I'll tell you, listening to everybody, and then I'm going to bounce out of here. Listen to everybody. I really had a different kind of relationship with Teece, because when he called me, a lot of our conversations were when things weren't going great, and because I always talked about the roller coaster that the ride that we're always on, and he always seemed to call me when he knew I was going to get on his case a little bit, and I was always trying to reel him in a little bit. And you guys know I just talk about discipline, a lot, and I think he needed that every once in a while, and. He, like me, he even told me that it's something he took from me was taking a break every once in a while. And I know some people, I think Dylan mentioned it before, and how he would say, I'm not seeing the board today, so I'm going to take a break.
I love how he learned that from
Yeah,
you,
man.
and then I learned that from him. That's fucking beautiful.
Yep, man. And so it's just, it makes me feel good, because a lot of times I just called him Tom. I didn't call him Teece. And like I said at the beginning, he would tell me, only his family did that, so.
Love it.
Shout out to our
I miss
guy,
the guy, man. I miss him.
Tom G.
But I love you guys
Collins,
for coming in, man. I thank every one of you for coming in It means a lot to me personally. Means a lot to DJ. Means a lot to all. I know it means a lot to Jimmy. I know it means a lot to all of us in a different way.
Hey,
So that's
we
about
all
what I
we
gotta
we
say.
we all
And
we all the
much love for all you guys. Much love.
Well, you need to get your flowers too, because our guy Dami has been on a fucking heater for about a month and a half, and I'm privileged enough to, be accepted into the Who Bangin' family, and so we have our little background chat. But if you guys ain't tuning in, there's free plays given out, and Dami's putting in work out here. Like, it doesn't get noticed. That was another thing Teece would say. He would say, fuck, man, like DJ and Big Ragu, Boston the Sauce is like the best fucking college show you can possibly have. But, no one's watching it. What the fuck? How can we get this going? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was so fiery and
He
passionate.
used to bust my balls. He used to bust my. We could do a lot of views in a day, and I felt like it was a great. Like I'm comfortable with the numbers and everything, and he'd be like, "Boss, that's not it. Like you and Big Ragu are some of the greatest ones. You guys deserve more." And he always took that seat with everybody, and even his own show. Sometimes
He helped get the best out of you.
he was really passionate about what we do, man, and that's
That's
just
the love he had, man. That's the love he had.
yeah, that's coming from being a low bagger, and have nothing's greater than a capper that discovers us and hops in the chat and goes back and forth with somebody, because what people don't understand is that going back and forth brings you closer to your bet. If you can defend your bet versus somebody in the chat, then you really believe in that bet. You need to go bet that. So
Jimmy says that
those
all the time too.
those type of things is a part of the community, is a part of growing, and it's a part of this great thing that we have, man. We're down to the last final six. I think I'm gonna go ahead and close it out because time is money. We coming in.
No, we always cut you off every time you're trying to close it out, but we do have someone that showed up. Jimmy wants to give his respects real quick.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
Jago, great to see you,
Oh,
man.
shit. Great to see all y'all in here. I know I've been lacking seeing you and Low Shack in these mornings, man. So I'm much blessed to have you guys in here. Yeah, I would have been here a little bit earlier. I was just running through a lot of fucking transportation issues. So, I fucking hate that shit. But I was able to hear everything. And, like DJ pretty much said, it's everybody has their own ways to be able to remember him. I'm going to get to it real quick because I know you guys have been in here for about 2.5 hours. Teece and me, we had a very small relationship in terms of only knowing him in a short time. I only talked to him for about 2 to 3 years. First time I met him was at Pub One. Same thing. I know Dylan had mentioned he's wearing the bucket hat. He had the fucking bucket hat. I remember personally where he was fucking wearing that green bandana when we were fucking chilling that night. We were getting fucked up, and I could just see like the inner child in him. He was like fucking in his happy place, to say the least. I didn't really know him that well at the time. And speaking of not knowing him that well, we were going to the college March Madness tournament, and Nova was playing, and I was talking shit to him about some basketball plays. So he was like, "Oh yeah, kind of like, you think you're so smart? Take this $50 bet with Nova." And I was like, "Yeah, no worries. I didn't know shit. You guys know me. I don't really cap college like that, But I wanted to get some action with somebody." Rub elbows in the fucking in the pub meetup. And then he wouldn't let me go for 50 after he realized that he had me on the hook, So he was like, fuck it, let's make it 100. And I was like, yeah, whatever you want, my man. You guys know that I was pretty hot that whole weekend. We were able to take care of a couple people to go do some after hours events. So that was a beautiful thing. But long story short, Nova ended up winning. I think they blew the other team out by like almost 30 points. And, first thing I see him coming running up to me, smiling. He's like, "Hey, did you see the game, man?" He said, "Where's my money?" And he's like, "Nah, I'm just messing with you, but for real, you owe me $100. You know that, right?" And then I was like, "Yeah, no worries," And then I think I ended up giving him, the money to him at the poker tournament. And then, long story short, second time around, I made it to Pub 2. He wasn't able to make it. I actually took his spot. He gave me his room out of the kindness out of his heart. He took care of that, for me to be with the group with Wham and DJ. So, and everybody else. So I do appreciate that with Regu. And, it sucks that, we had to find out the way that we found out, in terms of just not really getting to say any closure. So I'm glad that we're able to, be up here. But really what I want to tell you guys is, there's important things. You got this. I'm sure a couple of you guys know Dave Koken out there. He kind of pretty much said that he was going to stop giving out a lot of, commentary. You could read through the tea leaves. He's kind of going in and out through the hospice, whatever. I guess what I'm just trying to say is, there's a lot of people that come in our lives, and some people are for short term and some people are better. But just, I think if Teece would want anything to happen besides, what we're doing, which is trying to push as gamblers and trying to carry, his name and a gun as well. Any other low baggers that I've missed, before me, I do apologize. But yeah, man, just to make sure that these relationships are, we cap as well. Don't forget to check on your boys if you haven't heard from them in a minute. You never know if it could be a gambling thing or if it's just, I got shit to do. And just cherish and just be true with with what we got, man. What we got is very, very special on Pub Sports and who banging, like DJ had mentioned. We're all low baggers. From one way, shape or form. We started through that fucking tree with Jimmy and Pete. When they were down in Costa Rica, and however long that relationship goes back. So. That's pretty much all I want to say. I appreciate you, Teece. I know that we had our couple conversations where, you'd kind of get pissed off at me in terms of, hey, you got something good here. You guys should get something going. If it wasn't for Teece, we probably would have not even pushed the live sweat onto Who Banging. It was something that Ick and I were doing. And,
That was 100% him.
Thanks.
Honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you guys should be on a different platform, kind of push it there. And then kind of just the stuff that we used to talk about, the stuff that I wish I could have been able to tap in a little bit more, where he was, we were talking about the next level type of things. And he was telling me about who, to connect to, Teece was the type of person that he would always give you his last helping hand, even though you didn't realize that it could have been possibly his, from how we know now, so I appreciate everything that I learned through him and through every one of y'all on the panel and everyone in the chat. And hopefully this is like I said, not a sad thing, but just just remember Teece and just remember all the good things that he stood for. And hopefully we can keep working on that. So that's all I got to say.
More good words, more great words, man.
Hey,
respect you.
We're gonna try to shut it down. So if anybody else got anything else to say, just roll it out, man.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
just
just go
so
around.
thankful.
Let's just go around in a circle.
Yeah, go around quick circle. I like it.
Let's start with Peter Loshak, the legend.
Oh, I can't follow any of those words. Are you kidding me, man? Teece, we
Well,
love you. You're a great
start us
human
off.
being.
You start us off on our way out.
Okay, yeah. I mean, great. I don't know what to say. It's terrible that bad things happen in life, but it's a blessing to have life at all. It's a blessing to have friends at all, and we were blessed to have you, Teece.
Absolutely.
Amen, brother.
Yes, sir. Very well said.
Go for it, Jimmy.
Man, I pretty much said everything, man. So just speaking directly to you, Teece, man, I appreciate you letting me to get to know you and for kind of inspiring me to just try to be a little bit, better person. So
Absolutely. Go for it, Ragu.
Yeah, I mean, heartfelt, thoughts, prayers to his family, number one. But a lot of inspiration by the kid. Um, like I say, it's a joy, it's a celebration of life for him, obviously, and in his honor, we're gonna keep doing what we do day in, day out. So never forgotten, my guy. Love you, respect you, and I'll see you guys all real soon.
For sure. Give it to him, Jimmy.
Teece told all of us nonstop, not told all of us. The first thing Teece would say to you is, how is your daughter? How is your son? He would know your daughter's name or son's name. He cared about you before he cared about himself. And he loved everybody, every gambler, every sports gambler, he loved them unconditionally. We have so much to learn from how he led his life. I have so much to learn about how he unconditionally cared about people. And, here we are in this really difficult time. And of course, I'm going to cash this horse race at Hastings that I just bet. 4-3 exacta. I just cashed the 4-3 exacta and the 4-3
There we go.
trifecta. Of course, why wouldn't I? It just
Why wouldn't you?
Of course I did. Because he's on our shoulder. He's in our heart. Of course, Loshak cashed that first half over. We're just so lucky that we had him in person, and we can't keep going on not telling people about how much they meant to us.
Right.
We can't keep going on like that. Because, I didn't let Teece know over the last 8 or 9 months.
Yeah, he knew.
I hope.
And you knew how much he meant to you. All of us. He really did truly care about every single one of us so much. His daughter was number one, but you don't you
He had a
think
lot of room in his heart.
he
It
didn't
was a
think
very
he
big
didn't
heart.
think about you. Everyone on this panel, all the people that would go to his show, like he was so truly thankful for that.
He was so
like,
thankful, yeah. Yeah, we all have a lot to learn from Teece. So my love for Teece. I'll hand it over to Dylan, but before I do, I'd like to have one more shot for the man. And more, they're going to be more and more and more. We're going to do this every year on the weekend before July 4th and Canada Day. Gone, but not
Never
forgotten, and talked about often and remembered with love. Parlay Teece.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wahala, brother.
Dylan, my man, take over.
Well, I'd just like to say this whole night was beautiful. I love everything that everybody said about Teece. And, I'm just going to take all, like you guys all said, all the lessons that we can take from him and all of you guys. To take all of this energy and the lessons and move that forward. Just take the energy that you feel here tonight and, harness it and take that with your life and, just be like this every day. The energy that you feel like right now, just be that good person every day. Harness that energy and just, let Teece live through energy, like our guy said earlier tonight. He'll always live on through our hearts and our energy.
Absolutely. Let's go, Iggs. Let them know what's up with you and Teece. I know you guys, you go back and forth daily with him like me.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've shared a lot of good memories together, all of us, and the main thing that I got from all this is we are truly blessed to have such a very unique group that no one has. Nobody else has this kind of fucking group. And we get together and fucking, like we really care about each other's families and whatnot, like, but we also want to cash together because that's also caring about each other's families. But because we need to get this fucking paper, like Teece would say. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's so bittersweet. But this is so perfect and beautiful, and this is what makes me so happy to be a fucking degenerate with y'all. Let's fucking go. Love you, Teece. You're a legend. Appreciate everything you've done for me, and I will always keep your daughter in my thoughts and prayers because I know you loved her more than anything, and you did great. You're a great pops, and those are the cappers that I love the most. Good fathers that are just unselfish and trying to fucking beat the book. Let's do that shit together. Love you guys.
Love it. So it's left on me, man. First, between me and my guy Teece, it was another one, Teece. I know you might have disagreed on us even putting this together or putting this much attention on you, but through my love for you, Teece, we got it done, bro. We got it done in the majorest way, without, just like you like it, without putting much on it. And I'm a West Coast guy, bro. So I'm pouring a little liquor for my man Teece. Pour a little liquor for my man Teece, because that's what we do out here, man. I want to tell my man Teece, I want you to low bag in peace, cap in peace, rest in peace, who bang in peace, and we love you forever, my brother. And just be our angel in the sky. This last shot's right here for you, big dog. Not much more I can say, bro. That can, I said all I can say. You know what it is. We know what it is. You're always in our hearts. Prayers out to my guy Vegas Gunn as well. Can't forget about him. But I'm gonna say this last shot, and I'm gonna do my man Teece's last outro. I promise not to play this outro from Teece's shows anymore. I'm gonna delete it because it's gonna be his last outro. But I'm right there with you, Jimmy. We're going to put something together annually for our guy Teece, and just for a chance for all of us to come together and celebrate the lives of our fellow cappers. And we're going to get out of here, man. Love you, Teece. Before we get out of here, though, let's have a quick moment of silence for my man Teece. If everybody can, bow your heads, whatever. One moment of silence for my man Teece.
We on deck, time to fall in. The money's coming all in. With Teece we ballin'. Like time for us to hit a little grinding spree. But no peace till we hear that Britney Griner's free. Sparks fly high through the sky like Mercury. It's close to the sun. Feel the heat, you're done. Here's the fever, spread your wings.